This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton sheets from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with sheets that feel breathable to sleep in. You'll experience the purest softness on night one and feel your sheets get even softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That's why he's my man. I love you, honey.
That's a take, Becky. Great job.
Okay. Are we done?
Yeah, hey, what's wrong?
Oh, well, I wish I could sing more like Stevie Nicks.
You know, Becky, you can sing just like Stevie Nicks with the new Bob and Tom Sing Like Stevie Nicks kit. Here, Becky, give it a try.
It's a pair of nose plugs and a dildo.
Yeah, go ahead. Put the nose plugs on your nose.
You mean like this?
That's perfect.
Okay. What's the dildo for?
Turn on the vibrating dildo. Hold the vibrating dildo against your throat while you sing, and you sound just like Stevie Nicks. And guys, we haven't forgotten about you. Would you like to sound like Bob Dylan during his famous Nashville Skyline period? Put on your nose clips, grab a harmonica, drop your trousers, and mid-song, cram the vibrator up your
My big brass bed, that's where I like to lay. Hey!
It's from Bob and Tom Enterprises. The Sing Like Stevie Nicks kit with the Bob Dylan bonus package. And act now and get the Stevie Nicks car alarm. It's the Sing Like Stevie Nicks kit. Shawl, witch's hat, and Coke spoon sold separately. Double donger available for duets. Clamp nose clips on nutsack and move like Joe Cocker. From Bob and Tom Enterprises, a division of Frigamall Industries.
Did I hear double donger in that? I think I did. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Check. 1, 2.
Yes.
Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, man. In for Josh Arnold, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello. Lots of soccer in sports today. Got soccer coming out of my ears. Soccer, Tom.
Look how excited Tom is.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe tennis, maybe.
Tennis.
Well, Wimbledon is,
Wimbledon.
yeah, absolutely.
Soccer. Okay.
You know,
Soccer's pretty
England,
popular.
they really don't celebrate 4th of July.
No.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, Canada doesn't either.
I guess they wouldn't.
They had their thing last week, right?
Canada Day?
Canada Day.
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
I think so, yeah.
I know they do Boxing Day, just like England.
What is Boxing Day?
The day after Christmas, you box everything up and return it or send it back.
Ah, okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's called Boxing Day.
Not pugilistic.
No, they don't.
Celebrate pugilistic dementia.
Beat the hell out of your neighbor.
Hey, he's still drooling. We got hit a little hard.
Anyway, the USA lost, and people are losing their minds. So they're out of the current, I want to get the name right, Copa America. That's right, the Copa America tournament.
Copa America.
Guess who this is singing?
You.
Close.
I can't figure it out.
I think I know, but I don't want to say it.
It's Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
Oh, wow.
And he's playing all the instruments.
During COVID he did this, right?
Yeah. During COVID, he lost his mind and did Copacabana.
It's a treat. It's
Man,
a real
he's
treat.
great, isn't
Yeah, I
he?
know.
He's something else. And then
Nothing he can't do.
here are some fans after the USA losing last night.
They lost their spirit so quickly.
Yeah. It really did happen fast. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So what is this tournament I'm supposed to?
1-0. Hey, dude. All I know is it's being played in Kansas City and Hard Rock Stadium.
It sounds like it's a soccer tournament that all the American countries take in. All the North, South, and Central American countries.
That's it.
Is this like the Pan Am Games? Or
Sounds like that, yeah.
I know Uruguay beat the USA last night 1-0.
Because isn't there another tournament going on now over Europe?
Yeah, European.
So this is maybe their competition.
Oh.
Maybe we should play.
This makes me want to talk about the NBA draft. This is so boring.
Maybe we should talk about pissing outside because the European Cup.
Really?
There's a cup for it.
What
I like maybe the Copa again.
What are you giving that joke?
Yeah, well.
The Copa again? Yeah.
I love that song.
Fun song.
It's a story. I like a good story song, like the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Well,
That's a sadder
is
story, really.
nonsense.
The Edmund Fitzgerald, huh?
Don't say it. Beetlejuice.
That's a good one. Also in the NBA yesterday, Jason Tatum signed a new contract.
Well, Jason Tatum.
They call him the Tater. It's unbelievable. He fumbles his own joke.
I still can't. Every time you say that, I think of Jason Statham.
Really?
Every single time.
Which is a good thing for you, right?
To be fair, you always
get a little
think of
humid,
Jason.
south of the border, if you will.
Makes me go a little tingly.
He's not bald. He's not British, but he's really good at basketball.
Makes mama.
And you, excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt. You're not a fan of the bald guy, in general.
Not in general, but that guy.
You like really long hair on a guy, right?
No beards,
Used to. Now I don't.
Oh,
can you get what's it?
Andy?
Tony?
Andy.
I thought it was Randy.
It's not Anthony?
No, it's
Son
Andy.
of a bitch.
I thought it was Andre.
Well,
Andrew, actually.
Maybe if some of us had been invited to the wedding, we'd remember his name.
Oh,
Sure.
jeez. If I had invited you, you wouldn't have come.
Of course not.
I appreciate you not inviting me.
You're welcome.
Thank
That's
you.
what I would think.
That's the key right there.
That
No one wants to go to anybody's
That's why
wedding but their own.
I have learned.
Hang on a
Didn't even
second.
want to go to that one.
I was just going to say,
I shouldn't have showed up.
Hey, now.
We have an interesting story.
Jason Tatum, $314
Wait, hang on a
million.
second. Let me interrupt your incredibly
max
boring.
extension. Yeah.
We have a really fascinating story about the looks of people who couple up.
Yeah.
And it's something I've always sort of sensed this, but it's now been
proven, so to speak,
quantified to a degree with some fake pseudoscience. But I'm sorry, back to the NBA. What were you saying?
5-year extension, $314 million.
Oh, that poor man. What's he gonna do?
Here's something interesting, though. $314 million. Jason Tatum.
They call him the Tater.
He signed. In 2002, the current owners of the Boston Celtics bought the entire team for $360 million. I'll just let that sit there for a little bit.
Man.
And they just paid Tatum, the Tater, $314 million. More sports coming up. Oh, yeah.
His whole house could be a water park.
Yeah, it could.
His whole house could be made out of tater tots with that amount of money.
And constantly be changing the tater tots out.
You could eat a few and then they come in.
Jeff, I have a feeling that if you get a lot of money, we're all going to figure out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. There'll be signs. Yeah.
Are we going to get? Are you going to be one of those guys that wins the lottery and 2 years later broke?
Oh yeah.
No,
That's me,
I
baby.
dealt with some of those at my old job, and it was sad.
Well, I think both Christy and I had the.
Yeah, I had that.
I had the lottery winner neighbor.
I had the lottery winner neighbor as well.
Who
$20 million they went through.
This guy, every relative of they slept there. They parked on the street constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was gunfire a couple of times.
Never cut their lawn.
Yeah.
Well, one of the winners won like $1 million before taxes, and then bought like $500,000 worth of new cars for their family.
That's it.
And you're like, oh, they're going to be broke next year. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Or the best was they bought a $700,000 house, and instead of just paying cash for it, they just put down the minimum. That way it got repossessed a year later instead of being able to sell it and get the money for it.
See, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's just smart money.
That's lottery.
That's just investing.
We
is what
actually
that
have.
is.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it was nothing. I was just being an idiot.
No, you're not. We have a lottery story coming up, basically. About what happens when you win the lottery.
It's dietary. Fascinating story. It's really fun, actually.
Do you make tater tot casserole at your house?
No.
Oh, Jeff.
How do you do that?
I'm going to change your life, my friend.
Oh, my kids are going to love that.
What about corn casserole? I like.
I love corn casserole too. I have. Yeah,
Wait a
do
minute.
that.
What's corn
It's
casserole?
an Ohio treat.
You take
Cornbread.
condensed milk and sugar and all sorts
Oh,
of
I
things.
don't-
Oh, yeah.
What?
I use Jiffy cornbread mix
That's what I
and
use.
cream corn and
Yeah.
regular corn and sour cream.
Maybe
Yeah.
sour cream instead of condensed milk.
Yeah. Oh, it's
corn,
yummy.
corn, one of the funniest of foods.
Why?
I don't know.
It stays in. The
Because
Iron
it
Man.
goes out the way it came
The
in.
digestion issue's funny. The fact that it hangs out with his friends, I like that. It's always with his buddies.
But have you ever looked and you're like, it's been a week and a half since I had corn. Mm-hmm. How is it just now presenting itself?
That's a callback for corn.
However,
It's like a good tag on a joke.
It's a very funny food.
corn is hollowed out. The inside's gone, but the
now
husk remains.
I want to do a very quick test.
Yeah.
And Willie and I were having dinner the other night, and I said to him, we were talking about great food, of course, while eating.
You guys were having. What was the occasion?
Just having dinner.
Just hanging out.
And I just said, the best thing I've eaten, remember, you know the answer to this. I said, the best thing I've eaten in the last 5 years was
I know what it is.
Street corn
The
down
Mexican
in
corn in
Texas.
Texas.
street corn in Austin. I'm serious.
You weren't even having dinner with them.
No,
You knew
but
that.
I know.
Street,
how it happens,
street corn in Austin. Now, let me finish. Let me go around there. What's the best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years, Jeff
Oh,
Oskey?
jeez.
And by the way, no jokes about your lady friend. I know you'd like to plug that right now.
That's
That
what I was
situation's
gonna say.
I'd like to plug it.
a little
That's
dicey.
fair. Can I make jokes about Jeff's lady friend? Is
Yes.
that fair? Okay, cool.
Best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years. Seriously.
I can't pronounce Bulgogi?
Bukkake?
Bulgogi.
Yeah, that's
Bulgogi.
You
Wow.
nailed it.
Beef
Just
bulgogi.
right through me.
Bukkake. That's what you shampoo with, right?
I think it's a Korean dish. Beef
Yes, it's
bulgogi.
I've never done it where one of the guys steps up. I don't know about that.
What's it called? Bugatti? Wasn't that a car?
That Bugatti is a car. Very nice, by the way.
What
Yeah,
is it?
super nice.
It's some Korean thing?
Yeah, pronounce it for me, Willie.
Bulgogi.
No, it's Bulgogi.
Beef bulgogi.
Where's Eddie? He's Korean.
Chris,
That's not true.
Eddie's Filipino.
Yeah, close enough.
He's something.
They're all in the ocean somewhere.
You know, Eddie for the longest time has figured out how he can sue us. Now we have it. When we come back, we'll discuss the best thing we've had. Ace, do you want to give anything you want to throw in there real quick? Best thing you've had in the last 5 years?
I think right now.
Okay, you think
Did you
about
more
it.
beef stew?
It's got to
He
be.
doesn't get out much.
Right now, I want to talk about great food and how do you make it on that Weber grill. By the way, we
Yeah.
have an interesting story about grilling coming up in the news. But right now, let's talk about the serious business of Weber grills. I keep getting emails. I should probably grab some of these about people who have like their grandfather's classic Weber grill still working out there, and they've got more than just those old ones. They got some great new stuff. because technology has finally hit the world of grilling. How about the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill? You can smoke, roast, and sear all on the same grill. You go from low and slow on the smoke boost mode. That'll keep it at about 180 degrees. Or you crank it up to 600 degrees. Well, these burgers are going to take that seriously. Yeah. Get the full great Sear Zone from Weber. You can put more food on the flame, and the food is going to look as good as it tastes. By the way, this grill gets hot in 15 minutes. Cleanup is extra easy. You'll cook on 2 levels at the same time, so you can make enough for everybody, because everyone wants to come to your place for that great food you're making them. You can also add a heavy-duty rotisserie or a rust-resistant griddle insert. That means pancakes Sunday morning. So get fired up with your new Weber Searwood Pellet Grill. Their spokesman, of course. The spokesman, of course, is...
That's right, Tom. Welcome. It's Clint Searwood.
Hey, Clint, how many pancakes you going to make Sunday?
Well, I forgot if it was 5 or 6 and all the confusion.
Thank you very much.
And by the way, if you want a guarantee... buy a toaster, okay? It's a Clint Eastwood quote.
Not sure what that means. Yeah. I'll get fired up with the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill. You'll learn more, of course, at Weber.com, Weber, Weber.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. When we come back, the best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years, and a review of some of the things we learned yesterday. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Getting all geared up for the 4th of July. Now, Tom, are you all set with when you're going to go see the fireworks? Because you've had trouble in the past with the 4th of July
it's because
presentation.
This country has so many problems in our country, and one of them is not having the 4th of July fireworks on the 4th of July.
Apparently, July 1st worked.
Yeah.
I don't know about your house.
No kidding.
But man.
I'm glad you got the eye on the ball for the serious problems in this country.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is it indicates other issues that we do have.
Does he know the story where you went and were surprised at how much parking you had?
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah. That's because they used to shoot them off right across the street.
Yeah, of course.
So one 4th of July, got Willie and the kids in the car.
Yeah, you did.
You
were there.
Oh, yeah.
Drove over there and well, this is great because usually it's impossible to park. I'd park here at the station, walk everybody over. This is tremendous. We must have gotten here early. And I found out that they'd shot off the fireworks the day before. I missed them.
Oh. That'd have been the 3rd.
July 3rd.
Yeah, apparently I saw something about the weekend.
But it was Saturday, though, right? Or something like
whatever.
that.
Yeah, this is a thing now that I don't approve of this.
Tom, where do you stand on this big controversy the past few years of drones versus real fireworks?
Oh, I'm okay with both, but it's fun, and I'm a big fan. I really enjoy fireworks.
I like shooting fireworks at the drones. That's fun.
That's fun.
They should tell you about the drones because I saw them for the first time and I didn't know those existed. Mm-hmm. Freaked me out.
Yeah.
New technology, really scary. Doesn't seem real.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But I think we're talking about obviously the Revolutionary War, the Constitution, and I think it's important to remember that had the French not stepped in and helped us back in the Revolutionary War days, we'd be speaking English today.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I see what you did.
That's the old speaking German joke.
Queen's English.
Modified to fit the.
You don't think Marquis de Lafayette had ulterior motives? They wanted something. They had a lot going on over there.
Have you watched that Franklin show?
I did. I liked it a lot.
I did too.
I liked watching Michael Douglas pretend to be Ben Franklin.
I know. It was
Everyone
great.
else has accents. Michael Douglas.
Oh, no.
Got a full
Just
head of hair
Michael
and you
Douglas.
spin.
The whole time I think, we're going to go to the quantum realm, Scott. We got to get out of here.
You know, if you want to see Michael Douglas act up a storm,
Liberace.
behind the candelabra.
great in that.
He's, I'm telling you, he's amazing.
Really?
He does Liberace's voice, and it doesn't seem like a cartoon. He's an amazing performance.
I love
Just
him.
amazing.
Now, we were talking about food, and we'll get to some other
Plus,
stuff.
Lee was one of my favorites. You know that.
Yeah, of course. What was your favorite food you've eaten in the last 5 years? Just one thing, real quick. And Jeff, you said it was bukkake. What was it again?
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Which
Bulgogi?
Eddie, our Korean correspondent,
Oh, he's
has told
Korean.
me that
Okay.
stands for the bul stands for fire, and the gagi stands for meat. It stands for fire meat.
So where'd you eat this?
At a Korean restaurant here.
Oh,
right
really?
down the
Okay,
street.
nice. Okay, good.
Eddie takes me there. He knows people.
No co. Is it NoCo or SoCo?
It's
No co.
It's no east.
No,
like it's in like a really bad strip mall. It's everything you want.
no, but I mean, it's the food, North Korean or South Korean?
I'm not smart enough to know that, Tom.
Probably
guessing.
South Korean.
Well,
guessing.
if it's North Korean, the way to tell is a very small portion.
Very.
Yeah.
I see. Best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years, Christy?
Probably this chicken lemon pasta dish with basil and it's so good.
From
So
a
good.
restaurant?
No, I make it at home actually.
Well, it sounds
You
like
do?
Yes,
Funny,
You
we've
make it.
never had it brought in here, have we?
it's actually. I can taste it now. I'll have to make it for dinner tonight. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Willie?
Best thing I've had in a restaurant, sushi. Best thing I've made was a breakfast sandwich.
Oh.
Really good breakfast sandwich.
Nice.
Bacon and ham. Made a little sour cream aioli going on.
what?
Yeah, sour cream, cream cheese, mayo. I'm cutting chives in there.
What's it on?
I'm getting crazy.
What's your base?
Martin's potato roll. Toast that up with a little mayo on there.
That sounds very good.
Takes
Is
an
that
hour and a half
Dean,
to make.
Dean Martin? Is that
Oh, yeah. Dean Martin.
Oh, that's the scotch on the side. Chick McGee, best eating last 5 years.
I'm trying to think. Well, other than our cook, our chef, staff chef, Jess Hooker, she makes a mean lasagna. I know that. I like that very much.
That turkey loin that we had.
She'll bring that in.
That's up there for me. When they brought that special turkey that tasted like steak.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Okay.
incredible.
Was that okay?
That's
That
her.
was-
Her sauce is crazy great.
Ace, have you figured it out?
Last week we tried a new Cajun sports bar, and they had a great gumbo. But,
that's delicious.
Making it home, I did a killer pizza earlier this year.
Got a letter here.
A pizza.
Anticipating
Ace
that.
like pizza.
It says, hey, Tom, the best thing Ace had in the last 5 years, probably free pizza from you. We got to save all those coupons. Okay. So they saw that coming, Ace. Now, we have some...
What about you?
What about me?
Mexican street corn.
No one cares about you, Pat.
I know,
That's
I
why
know.
you're in the other room.
Hey, Bukaki, you shut up.
Pat, what's yours, man?
I care. what?
King crab at Tracy's in Alaska in the last 5 years. That was amazing.
Whoa.
And with hot butter. I'll clarify. Clarified butter.
Would you go? Would you go right down to the shore and reach down and grab them and
They did.
throw
and
them in the fire?
It was amazing.
But you can't eat that anymore because you're vegan.
I know, but that was the best meal in the last 5 years.
Oh, come on! You should be able to
can
eat
have
fish.
crab.
I'll fly up and cheat. No one will catch me.
Yeah.
I think if you catch the fish yourself, you should be able to eat it.
That's a good point.
Right? Catch the crab yourself.
But you have to eat it bear style. Just right off the side of it.
That was pretty good. We caught in Canada. We caught some slimy fish. I'm not sure what they were, but
Most
they look
fish
like
have a
Slimy.
snake. But
Bit
these
of
were real slimy.
Pike?
And we could have been pike, and we chopped them up, and we had a big cast iron pot with lard in it. We just threw the fish in there.
All right.
And we dunked some of them in breadcrumbs and threw them in.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was great.
Oh,
Had some Canadian beer. I'm not sure what.
Molson?
Kikkoman or something. Kiko? No, that's soy
That's
sauce.
soy sauce.
Boy, you're easy to please.
Yeah, I like soy sauce in my beer.
Kikkoman is salty, but it
Gives
gets
it
the job
a
done.
gives it a tang.
I see. Now it's
go low sodium.
time to review some of the things
You know,
we learned on yesterday's
somebody
show.
from Canada will help me out. There's a beer in Canada that starts with a K that's really good, and I'll remember it here soon. Don't worry. We had Molson, but the other stuff's better, I think. Time now for things we learned yesterday morning on the Bob and Tom Show. I got my blood pressure taken over the weekend, and it was great.
Nice.
As it says here in parentheses, when it was taken, it was great. I think he's trying to tell me something. I don't know what's going on there. Jeff Oskey went to the doctor and had a young female doctor.
Yeah.
And Oskey said she was too hot to touch his junk.
No, too hot and too young. Like,
Yeah.
I just felt bad for her of the career she chose, that she had to look at my stuff.
Jeff, I had someone have to look at my stuff, and I get in there, and I'm already thinking this is so awkward. I hate this. And she goes, by the way, there's an assistant today. There's like a young student who's going to help you. So I had the oldest woman in the world and like a 21-year-old. It felt so illegal. It felt like my grandma and my cousin were looking at it. It was terrible.
Gross.
I know. I hate it.
They ever do that at the whorehouse? They bring in the madam on someone who's
What,
a
to
trainee?
consult?
No, to just like...
This is like when you go to a restaurant, they go, "Oh, we're training a new waitress today."
They got to train the new girl.
It's an apprenticeship, like union plumbers. That makes sense.
I don't think you can just dive into something like that. They got to show you the ropes.
I would think.
You know my classic story, right?
Of a whorehouse?
No, when he
no.
had his pee-pee worked on.
Thank you,
You have
Christy.
your pee-pee worked on?
You know this story.
I don't know this story.
Yeah, I was living in Orlando, and I had an issue, and so I went up to I went north to see a
Alaska?
qualified physician. And the larger point is they had to do this procedure to the male member, if you will.
Oh, wait a minute. What was the procedure? Like, was it
well,
invasive?
it'll come up in the story here.
Okay.
So it involved what's it called? Urologist.
Yes.
Okay.
But it was done. It had to be done at a hospital in the operating theater, and I do mean theater. Just like in the movies, you ever see the one where they do the operate and they're like bleachers, up high
In the round.
So you were in the teaching hospital.
it was a major
medical school.
In any event, so before I went in, the doctor who I'd met for 10 minutes, because I'd had the original analysis, whatever you call it, diagnosis done in Orlando with a doctor who, incidentally, I swear to God, this guy's name, I can't say his name, it's too funny. I was doing the consultation. He had played college basketball, and he was about 6'8" and had hands the size of a basketball. Needless to say, the procedure that I had done that day did involve insertion.
No wonder you talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Right up the old...
I've never heard from him again. No flowers. No. In any event, so the doctor says to me, he goes, "Do you mind if I bring a class in?" And I should mention that I was in my sort of I was in my mid to late 20s at the time. He goes, "Do you mind if I bring a class in?" And I said no. And then they wheel me in this thing, and you have to stay awake for this procedure. Mm-hmm. And it's it's sort of the genital equivalent of sword swallowing. And they put this tube in there it's like more like a hose. And by the way, this was before they'd perfected apparently the micro camera. And then I swear it was like an early sports bar. They had the cameras hanging from the VTRs, whatever they're called, the television sets hanging from the ceiling, and all these people. But he brings in the class, and there she was from my 6th grade. From Mrs. Irby's class, a young lady that I'd gone to elementary school with was now a...
and you recognized her.
Medical.
Like,
yeah.
The second you guys made eye contact.
Hi, Ann. Long time no see. Would you like to meet? And, of course, as anyone knows, when you have that kind of procedure, no matter how gifted one may be, it retreats.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was they had to... on the TV screens, they did have a camera on it. And, again, it was before they'd perfected the microscopic cameras. They're in there, and the doctor's going, "Okay, now you see this thing? Oh yeah, no, we're gonna have to cut that off."
What?
Inside.
Inside.
Oh. Not inside.
Yeah.
It's
He does
too
have
big.
7
We
children.
gotta take it down.
Well, while I was there, they asked me if I wanted to make a donation. It's kind of like Locks for Love, but
That starts with a C.
yeah. But no, it's absolutely true.
So was the camera they used the one they used to put the VHS tape in? Is that
I think so. It was proof. But and the whole time you're looking at it and commenting, and then
So you're awake for all of this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They didn't give you any numbing?
Oh, I'm sure they did, but the whole thing was incredibly humiliating. And
When my son was born, there's sometimes tearing or whatever.
Yes.
And afterwards, they're like, we have to do some stitching. And same thing, teaching hospital. In walks George Clooney. Do you mind if I have some of the residents join? In walks 9 young George Clooney's with them, and they're just semicircled around my lady's business. And all have like 2 days of growth. They are just, Willie... They're
type.
beautiful men. Yes, they are gorgeous men.
Oozing sex.
And they are just around my lady's stuff. And I was so like, well, I guess if they got to see it, I want them to see it tore up.
Yeah.
Like I don't want them going home. And,
right now, she's still got a little blubber on her.
Yeah, exactly. But it
Still
was
got a
very
little
disconcerting as the dad, like seeing all these dudes.
I guess I got good news and bad news.
Yeah?
We can go home now. That's the bad news. The good news is you've got the line of the day. They can see it, but I'd like them to see it torn up.
I believe it's all tore up.
All tore up.
I think he
Yeah,
put a little
fellas,
spice on it.
I did that. Check that out.
Well, no, the baby did that. But
Little flavor. Oh, yeah. Don't credit me.
Yeah.
That damn baby did that.
Wow. So your blood pressure's good? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Also, the beer I was thinking of in Canada was Kokanee beer. That's right. Kokanee. Kokanee beer.
Can you get that in the USA?
You cannot. And I think it's probably illegal to have it here. You know, they have.
Start smuggling it in.
They have. That's a great idea. They have.
I mean, I know that
along the side of the
Canadian
road,
borders, I guess, pretty well protected.
They have officials on the side of the road when you come back through Canada, go in the United States. They check your coolers to see what kind of fish you're bringing back into the United States. They're serious about catching a certain size fish.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Sure.
Yeah.
They don't want you to bring back live invasive species.
I was hiding minnows in my mouth, but they didn't ask me.
That's a good place to hide them.
If you ever hear anybody say they're in the import-export business, do you immediately think they're doing something wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Right?
Drug dealer.
Yeah, something.
I don't know if they're doing something wrong, but I definitely think they're up to something.
Thank you.
Yeah, human trafficking,
No, not that bad.
That's right.
We do have.
I was thinking importing
Put them in
beer
the
from
containers
Canada.
and forget to put a hole in the top.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
Thank you. That's very helpful. they get all tore up, if you will. We have an interesting smuggling story coming up this morning that I don't get. I don't understand how it happened, but it's we'll find out about that. What else have you got over there?
I've got. I did ask Tom. I've forgotten about this, but I remember saying this. I did ask Tom to go skinny dipping with me yesterday,
you did.
And as it says here, you ignored my request.
I don't remember hearing it. Where were you going to go skinny dipping?
Well, that's.
Remember, he only listens half the time.
You leave that up to me. All I need is a hard yes from you.
He has a pool. You could swim in his pool.
We could skinny dip in your pool.
Yes.
Can you imagine you and me naked in your pool, and here comes the missus?
Yeah, take a bunch of photographs.
That's right.
Put them on our social media.
Tom, oh my God!
And here's the thing: we're both treading water, holding up our bathing suits. That would almost be worth doing.
You tell me that doesn't spell fun.
Well, if you get a skinny dip in my pool, you're going to have to go and take a very serious shower before you get in. I want you to scrub any ass matter.
Do you make everyone
gluteal
shower
flex.
before they get in the pool?
Not clean adults and children, but
He's insinuating you're not very clean.
Well, if you have any sort of goings on like that at your home, yes.
Can we do another around the horn?
Sure.
Let's start with Willie.
Okay.
Last time you skinny dipped.
Man, I don't know. I definitely skinny dipped one time when I was 14, drinking with my brother and my sister, and then I got naked and jumped in the lake.
Drinking? This makes me sound like the great dad that I am.
Yeah, it was fun. Got naked, jumped in the lake, told my sister's best friend that I loved her. Classic 14-year-old stuff.
Which lake?
The lake Mom used to live at. That lake. The one around here.
Right over here?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Last time I skinny dipped, I don't know the year, but The Hangover the first one with Bradley Cooper and Ed Helms. And the first one was smuggled to us on the boat on a video, VHS. It had just come out, but we had an advanced copy of it. That was the year.
Were you on a houseboat?
You were on a houseboat.
Oh, yeah.
Were there ladies involved?
You know what? Yes, there was a lady involved.
I have one more skinny dip story. Me and my friend Mark, we were going to go skinny dipping, and there was this young, beautiful girl, and she was just like, hey, guys, let's all go skinny dipping. It was her idea. And then out loud, my friend Mark just goes, play it cool, Mark.
You know, I would guess you would kind of lose your inner monologue.
Mark's a suave guy.
With somebody. Be cool, Mark. Be cool.
Play it cool, buddy. Play it cool. We got that.
Mr. Oskey?
Oh, I've never skinny dipped.
Really? Pat Godwin?
Jamaica a long time ago, Negril, hedonism.
Nice.
Resort.
How did I know you'd attend hedonism?
Oh, it was the prude side, not the nude side.
But you took your clothes off.
Still got
3
naked.
a.m. liquored up. Yeah, sure.
In the ocean?
No.
In the pool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Skinny dip in the ocean at night. Yeah, shark bait. Get it lopped right off. Christy Lee, of course.
I've never done it.
Ace?
It's been over 10 years.
Oh, well, that's fine.
But the pool was in my hotel room, so.
The pool was in your hotel room?
Were you at the Sybaris?
Yes, I
Oh, you may want to get checked.
We've at last met someone who went to one of those hotels.
I mentioned that before.
I had no idea.
Had the water slide.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy God.
Time now to check in with this announcement from Chick McGee.
Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. You know, according to the FBI, most break-ins happen in broad daylight and spike, yes, during the summer hours when more homes sit unattended and the days are longer. That's why we all recommend Simply Safe Home Security, the only security company I trust to protect my compound, offering me peace of mind whether I'm home or away. Here's why I love it. Fast Protect monitoring and live guard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. And get a load of this, can even see and talk to intruders to stop them in their tracks. And no long-term contract. You can cancel at any time. Pricing transparent and affordable at less than $1 a day with no hidden fees. It's easy to install and activate your Simply Safe
I got a quick
system
Simply Safe story.
in less than an hour, or choose to have a pro do it for you. Yes, Tom?
So I'm walking the dogs, and it's early in the evening, and my neighbor's garage is open.
Mm-hmm.
And I happened to know that they were elsewhere at an event. So I got a hold of his wife, and I said, hey, your garage door is open. Do you want me to go close it? She goes, oh, yeah. So she gives me the code. And I go up to the garage to close it, and I've got the dogs with me, and all of a sudden this voice goes, hey, what are you doing?
Oh, they had a Simply Safe, and they
Yes.
saw you, and they're talking to you.
Scared them. And I said, your wife wants me to close your garage. It's open. He goes, oh, thanks, God. Thank you, God. You're the best. You're the best. Thanks, God.
Isn't that nice?
It's that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I could talk to my dogs out in the backyard. Hey, put that down. Don't chew on that.
You should do it like one of those Michael Rennie movies of the 50s with that voice, that narrative.
I think Michael Rennie made one, The Day the Earth Stood
Well,
Still.
the greatest one of all time.
I think.
Aliens, stand back to your dogs.
Protect your home this summer with 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, we got all kinds of cool stuff in the news. We got marijuana news, we got sex news, and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
They don't like it. Well, they do.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
You're not helping.
Really not.
Hello, Tom. How you doing, buddy?
It's kind of my job to get everybody kind of,
edgy.
I'm like an audio fluffer.
Is that right?
I get everybody
pissed,
on edge, and angry just before the microphone. Hey, I wonder. Willie and I were talking off the air about something I think is pretty funny. Willie did an interview yesterday. And you were talking to one of our affiliates, which is cool because you're going to be going up to the Skyline Comedy Club, Appleton, Wisconsin, with Colin Unger. Willie G. Colin Unger at the Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton. And how do they get tickets?
You go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a link in the bio for tickets, or go to skylinecomedy.com. Come hang out, gang. Going to be fun.
Yeah. Having some fun. and talking on the air with one of our affiliates. It went well.
Yeah, it was great. It was a blast.
Good. Now, we have
That's it?
Well,
what happened when they were talking to each other?
Well, it reminded me
What'd
of
they
something.
say?
It reminded me of something that when you're talking to an affiliate or whatever,
Right.
it reminded me of an old story about a friend of mine who was he used to record. He would record a conversation with a coach following. It was a hockey thing.
Okay.
And after the games, he would review with the hockey coach what was going on, but they would record them. So he'd recorded this interview, and when they started the interview, the particular guy got off topic and started talking about his love life.
Oh.
And in a very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Descriptive?
Descriptive.
Frank?
Yeah. Right.
Vulgar.
Graphic.
And then the guy goes, okay, wait, we got to start over, obviously, because they're recording it for broadcast later. So he does the thing where he just leaves the tape rolling and he goes, okay, 3, 2, 1. And then they start the actual interview. So he gets in his car. This is pre-cell phone. He's driving home, and it's time for the interview to air.
Right.
So he turns on the radio, and of course it's the one that got rather salty.
Starts playing.
So he's desperately trying to find what in those days was known as a payphone.
Oh, boy.
Too late. The rather graphic encounter story aired on the radio. So, yikes. Those were the days. Remember that, Chrissy? You had the tape roll. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
The trick to that is you take a razor blade out and you cut out the interview portion that you don't want to.
Exactly.
You don't want to have fly.
Had the little block, and you would have the little tape, and you'd tape them back together. And
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah. So
That had to
real
take
editing.
forever.
Oh, yes, it did.
Yeah, why don't you guys use your computer?
Yeah.
Much easier.
So much easier.
I got GarageBand on my phone. I can do it real quick.
I know,
Why
right?
didn't you just put it on your phone? Or why didn't the guy just call him on his phone from the car?
Yeah, every once in a while, even in the digital age, you'll hear something where you'll hear like a promotional announcement, and also it'll be, wait a minute. Okay, take 2. I just heard one the other day.
Really?
Not as common.
Yeah, I have not heard one for a long time.
Yeah, but those were the days, especially when it would be somewhat objectionable, perhaps.
Or salty.
Yeah. In the meantime, we go back to Chick McGee over there.
Let's see. When I'm at the swimming pool at the gym, I cut quite the figure with my swim cap and my
nose plugs,
my 100% cotton swim trunks that take forever to dry. And I do. Tom asked me if I did this, and the answer is affirmative. Do I pee during a backstroke? Yes, I do.
Like a fountain?
It's almost like Esther Williams in one of those swimming movies. Remember those?
God, I loved those as a kid.
Big budget.
Yeah, I know.
No?
The camera overhead, and you see them all diving in.
And they make
synchronized swimming
designs with their bodies.
There's an old one where like the floor opens up
Yeah.
and there's a pool and they
that's
all
right.
go in. And
That's the most
Wonderful
famous.
Life. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
where they're dancing at the high school.
yeah, that's normal life.
Is that pool still around?
I don't
Yes,
know.
actually.
But one of the
It is?
one of the people in that scene, Alfalfa, is no longer with us. He was killed
From the Little Rascals, a long time ago. I doubt if too many people in that scene are alive at all.
Yeah, you're probably right.
An old movie.
Donna Reed's still alive, isn't she? No,
What?
probably not.
No.
I love it. I've been lying for 40 years, and he's still. What? Are you out of your mind? Let's see. Willie took his grandmother out to dinner, and his grandmother forgot her credit card.
Oh, I forgot my pocketbook. Oh, dear. Can you get this one? She picked the expensive wine. She wanted the caprese salad. I can't stand this old woman. She's driving me nuts.
Here's the thing.
I can't stand her. I'm sick and tired.
You know what she was doing.
She's used to going out with yours truly.
Oh, I know.
And I buy everything for
Chick,
that woman.
you have the Rolodex this woman has. Oh, I was hanging out with Bill. You know, he used to be in government. And then she hangs out.
Are you
She's
kidding
busy
me?
every night of the week. It's insane.
Man, oh man.
Can't stand her.
I don't know anything about that.
Sick and tired of her.
Let's see. New Palestine, Indiana HOA member pooped on the side of a house. She said she just had to go. She was 74 years old.
Yeah.
Well, this wasn't some kind of revenge poop.
And Tom says she was sending a message. I have to agree with Tom on this one.
Yeah.
She's sending a message.
Absolutely.
What kind of message is that?
Well, she's pissed. Well, she pooped.
Frankly, I'm pooped.
Bear in a minivan. We'll come back.
Okay, more stools in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
This episode is brought to you by Hyundai. Whether you're running errands with the kids or heading on a weekend escape, the new 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid is packed with class-leading advanced safety features like blind spot view monitor, forward collision avoidance assist, and wireless phone charging, so you can stay focused on what really matters. Learn more about the new Tucson Hybrid at HyundaiUSA.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick McGee.
Yep. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Hi.
Hi there. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello back, Chick.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning. Hello.
Hello. Roger that. Bear in a minivan yesterday. Came for the pancakes, the family said. Evidently, the husband said his wife's pancakes are to die for. So the bear
looks like she ate most of them.
Smelled about them.
You guys.
And, yeah.
Hey,
she
said it, not me.
She was bigger than the bear. There's no doubt about it.
He destroyed the minivan.
Yes.
You said it was a 300-pound bear.
I said 200.
He did 1 and 2 in the minivan, too, didn't he?
Oh, that's right. He pooped in the minivan.
Pooped and peed, yep.
Finally got some privacy. You know how hard it is to do that in the woods?
Good point.
Finally got to shut some doors.
That's his own little porta potty.
This is really nice.
A nice big sliding.
They got a crossword in here. Got snacks in here.
They have snacks.
I got a note here from Chris at Bass Lake that's experienced this. He says, in regards to your bear discussion, if a bear is big enough, they'll stand on their hind legs, put their front paws on the window, and push it until it shatters. If they can get their claws into the gap between the front and the rear doors, they'll peel your door off. Okay, well, apparently they're big critters. They're strong. Yeah,
not the one that got into this minivan. If it weighed 100 pounds, I'd be surprised.
It was as big as a St. Bernard.
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
big, but it wasn't that big.
It's over 100. The butt on that thing is 100 pounds.
No. I'd like to see you exaggerate.
I'm not exaggerating. Okay, whatever. The story stands. The larger point here is, as Willie pointed out, the bear wanted some privacy, induced in the minivan. And the minivan is absolute toast.
I like the way he tore the upholstery off the doors.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
And wasn't the dashboard disconnected?
He was clawing to get out.
Yeah.
Well, they had a 3-way color pattern. It looks really tacky. He was helping him out, honestly. This bear knew what he was doing. He got in
why
there.
did they do that on some of those?
I know.
And also, the bear, they were really pissed because he changed their radio stations that they had all. They had them all preset. No, the thing is destroyed.
Religious stations? Is that what he put them on?
I love that in the summer.
That would be one of those old Bob Newhart phone calls to the insurance guy describing the car. Remember those? Anyone? Okay, never mind.
Tom, other things we learned yesterday. Tom hit 70 miles per hour at least leaving our parking lot to go get coffee. And it's not his fault, right, Tom?
Car's a rocket ship.
It's a rocket ship.
It is.
Touch that baby.
We noticed that yesterday when we were leaving. Chick and I were leaving.
You peeled out, man. You'd had it with this place. I like seeing that, actually.
If you're driving on the way here from the coffee shop and you have to drive on that street that has the speed bumps about every 100 yards,
Right.
do you treat the area in between the speed bumps like a drag racing course?
No, that's a very fair question. No, I respect the speed bumps, but I usually, if you go 2 streets west or east, you can avoid.
You go out of your way to avoid the speed bumps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you've got coffee and like 8 things of coffee on the floor.
Sure.
You don't want them to splatter.
You got 8 things of coffee on. Yeah, of course. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what
He's buying for everybody in the building. It's not like he's buying himself 8.
Right.
Well, wait,
Three
but
of
that's
them.
what you're telling yourself. You don't want to spill the coffee. Instead of you want to drive your rocket ship.
I don't rocket through the neighborhood. I'm a good citizen.
Okay. Believe you.
Okay.
Tom can't stop watching the video of the bear who destroyed the minivan. You were watching that actually while we were on the air yesterday. You couldn't get enough of it. Kids' friends are not allowed in the house. That's what Jeff Oskey says.
They're outside friends.
That's outside friends.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to go on vacation. They're not allowed to take anybody on vacation, right? Your kids.
No, I mean, no.
No, it's fine.
That's all right. I get it. It costs a lot of money.
I mean, it's a money thing. Like, and I don't like their friends. Those two things combined.
But you have, and you only have the one room, so it's you, your lady, and 3 kids.
Right.
So you don't have
2
enough
beds.
room.
Yeah.
And 2 beds. Do you sleep in the bathtub in the bathroom?
I've slept in the bathtub before.
Is that right? Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I've
I did
never
that at a
slept
music
in
festival.
bathtub.
Got pink eye. No fun.
What, slept in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you think? It came from the bathtub?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm in the room with all the gross stuff.
All the arrows point to the bathtub.
You don't think so?
I don't know, Willie. That's...
You don't think somebody, when you passed out in the bathroom, somebody wiped a pillow on their ass and shoved it in your face? You don't think that might have happened?
No, but I do think there's a lot of bacteria in the bathtub. Yeah, 100%. I think that's what
Maybe you
happened.
got a little Trojan helmet while you were passed out.
Yeah, that's what happened. I passed out. My friends did rim play on my eye. Thanks. Is that where you want to go?
I believe that. I
Sorry.
believe that.
A little bit of sincerity. I gave an honest answer.
I know
And
your friends.
Okay, yeah.
I
All my
totally
friends are
believe
gay. They shove their butts in my face
I'm
when I
totally
sleep.
buying that.
I have a
Is
question.
that what we want to do?
I have a question.
Okay. Me and
Fair
the fellas
question.
are having fun.
Grab ass.
I got rim play. I get what is the Trojan helmet? Something can be
I
discussed
don't know
on the
what
radio.
that is either.
You know how the helmet, the Trojan helmet, there it goes over, but then
Like
there's
something
this thing
lays
that goes
down the
over
front.
your.
So that would be the male member on the nose.
Okay. I thought it was like
That's what
the
Willie and his
Cleveland
friends do all the
Stevens.
time.
Yeah, me and the boys. After choir practice, we go. They shove it in my face. I go, oh, how fun this is. That's what we do.
Now you're getting
Is that
mad.
what we're doing in the morning? Fun morning, guys.
So
What did we talk about yesterday,
You
Chick?
can
What do we
get,
got?
you can get pink eye from that, huh?
Want to talk about more about yesterday? Let's do that.
Okay, let's do that.
What did we learn yesterday?
Speaking of Oskey, your future, you said yesterday was gold prospecting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Willie, with your name, I want you part.
Prospector Willie.
Yeah, you got to prospect.
I'm in.
old
I'm
Willie.
in.
Yeah, I was thinking about you last
That's
night.
cool.
buddy.
I'll make a
Oh,
playlist
Willie.
for
You're
it.
So
part
this
of
is
it.
some TV show you're watching?
It's a lifestyle, Tom.
It's Gold
more
Rush.
than
It's
There are a
something
lot
else.
of shows out
Gold
there.
Rush.
There's
There are
like
a lot of gold.
20 of them.
Yeah.
And I've watched all of them.
I
One
watch
big hit, man.
A Life Below Zero or something. I like that too, where they're trying to trying to live in like Alaska, where it's 20 below.
Why?
Well, because that's where they're
To get away from people.
that's where they're from. Yeah.
These days you can go south,
Well, I know, but some people can't. There have to be people where they are.
Not
Tom be in
necessarily.
charge of it.
There is
Necessarily,
a
yes.
group of gold people that get into these raging rivers and they put on scuba gear and go underneath and like move boulders to get like a piece of gold like this big. It's insane. But I don't want to get any gold. I just want to prospect. I just want to show up and be like, yeah, I bet you there's some gold here.
You just want that feeling that
Yeah.
today's the day.
Exactly.
You never know.
And then I sell the land to someone else and let them find out it's barren. I'm just prospecting. Yes.
I want to find it all too. I don't want to just prospect.
Dude, you have a metal detector.
I know. I should probably.
You've
do
never
that.
used it, have you?
I should probably do that.
Let's bring it out in the field here.
Go find something.
Oh.
You know there's all kinds of stuff in this bag.
We have a good story about a lady who found something in a field.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear this. But let's get...
we talked about pooping on the moon yesterday.
That was a disaster.
Now, this is your opportunity, Pat, to save yourself.
It wasn't good enough to...
No, you did the song at the wrong time. We hadn't done the story
I'm
yet.
aware of that. There were two stories brewing.
How did that happen?
I heard Christy going with the moon. I went, oh, yeah, I'm on. I didn't pay attention to the rest of the story.
Don't you listen to the show,
Pat, they're all jerks. You're
I
right,
half
buddy.
listened.
The essence of the story is that much like Mount Everest,
astronauts
human
have
beings
left.
have to do their business, and there are apparently still, 74 bags
Poop bags
of
up
poop
there.
that they tossed out of the lunar module over the years, and they're lying there on the surface of the moon. It's human feces on the moon still.
Well, they're wrapped up. It's not like somebody's going to come along and take them.
You never know. They're bagged up, but I mean, that's the story, Pat.
I know.
And you wrote a
boy.
song about it, apparently?
Yeah, and I did it early. I was so embarrassed. Here's how it should have gone. Chrissy's talking
Should have
about
gone.
the moon,
Yeah.
pooping on the moon, and then I would have come in. Giant dumps are what you take, pooping on the moon. 96 bags of waste, pooping on the moon. I hope my suit don't break, pooping on the moon. Some may spray. It's not a solid today. No way. It's going over about the same way it did yesterday. I'm headed to Montego Bay. Okay. Cape Canaveral is far, far away. So I say goodbye to pooping on the moon. And then Christy would have moved on to do something funny.
Is that a Sting song?
Police, early Police.
Yeah.
Okay.
First or second album, right?
All right, okay.
Yes. You have to wonder if that's a solid transaction when you're on the moon.
You're eating like MREs the
right?
whole time.
Yeah, and it's yeah.
And there's no gravity, right? Or like 1/6 gravity, so it's
So it'd be
not really
float up?
not really dropping. Yeah,
Yeah, you have to stand on your head to poop.
It's hard to be an astronaut.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard.
That's a good piece.
So
of
then I'm
business.
glad it floats up if I'm standing on my head.
Heck yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you want it.
I guess that's a joke among the astronauts that the big bags are Buzz Aldrin's. Apparently, he
I don't
delivered.
get that.
No,
Because he's insane?
no, he's
Because he was a badass.
brave man. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Buzz is a badass.
so
All right,
he
now
says.
it's time to learn the best way to
could kick
listen
his
to this show.
Raycon Everyday Earbuds, and they've just launched. Raycon has their upgraded model of their best-selling Everyday Earbuds. Now you also get from Raycon active noise cancellation, gel tips with an ergonomic design for that perfect fit, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once, plus quick charge function and weatherproof and sweat resistant. We got the brand new upgraded Raycons here at the Bob and Tom show. Christy got the blush violet color. Tom got the royal blue. I got the forest green. Josh got the classic black for evening wear. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your already low Raycon purchase plus free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Real quick, I just Googled Apollo Crews because I want to see. And two things. Apollo Crews left a total of 96 bags of waste material on the moon, but Apollo Crews is also a wrestler.
Oh.
What?
Looks like a badass.
That's right. I'm Apollo Crews.
I thought it was like a cruise ship with Arsenio Hall. That would be fun. Apollo Crews.
Oh, yeah.
All the fellas are there.
Part of the SmackDown. When we come back, we're going to find out what's going on in the world of sports. We've got Christy Lee with some fascinating news this morning. We got a really interesting sex survey. And ladies, orgasm in the news. And believe it or not, it may involve ganja. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Support comes from ServiceNow. We're for people doing the creative work they actually want to do. That's why this ad was written and read by a real person and not AI. You know what people don't want to do? Boring, busy work. Now with AI agents built into the ServiceNow platform, you can automate millions of repetitive tasks in every corner of your business, IT, HR, and more, so your people can focus on the work that they want to do. That's putting AI agents to work for people. It's your turn. Visit ServiceNow.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here, Pat and Jeff Oskey, Christy Lee, Willie Griswold, Ace Cosby, Josh Arnold fishing, getting more time off. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
He's having a good time.
That's what.
Catches some fish. We'll hope to hear from him. But in the meantime, we go back to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
The United States eliminated from Copa America with a 1-0 loss to Uruguay.
Copa America, the hottest spot north of Havana.
Copacabana. Second half goal by Matthias Oliveira, a defeat that will increase pressure on the U.S. Soccer Federation to remove their head coach, Greg Berhalter. Wasn't he the general on Hogan's Heroes, General Burkhalter?
Yes.
There was Colonel Klink.
Yeah.
And General Burkhalter.
Yeah, there's, did you ever see? You've seen the movie The Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe there's a brief sequence involving someone with that name, and the John Goodman character in that movie is absolutely hilarious.
Here are,
and he makes a reference to him that I can't say on the radio.
Oh, here's USA fans after the soccer match last night.
USA! USA!
Really killed their spirit.
Meanwhile, in the NBA, Klay Thompson, the Splash Brothers are no more. He's moving on from Golden State. He will be taking his talents to Dallas and play for the Mavericks.
Oh, that's cool. That'll be fun.
He's changing franchises for the first time in his 13-year career. He's 3 years, $50 million. Let's see. The trade involves the Warriors, the Mavericks, and the Charlotte Hornets for some reason. They just wanted to get their name in the paper, I believe, as they say. And Jason Tatum.
They call him the Tater.
That's right. He's agreed to a 5-year, $314 million contract extension to remain with the Boston Celtics. The new pact will begin with the 25-26 season and keep the 5-time All-Star in Boston through the 29-30 season. Wimbledon news. Naomi Osaka has played a match at Wimbledon for the first time in 5 years. The former number one ranked player has won 4 Grand Slam titles elsewhere. Never been a big fan of grass court. She moved into the second round, though, at Wimbledon. 6-1, 1-6, 6-4 win over Diane Parry. Coco Gauff and Emma
Careful.
They also won.
Okay.
Yeah, some lady named Emma also won. And that brings us to one of the youngest Olympian ever. His name is Quincy Wilson. He's 16 years old, and he's a track and field star from the United States. Announced on social media he is heading to the Olympics.
Wow.
By becoming a part of the 4x400 meter relay team, Wilson will be the youngest track athlete to ever represent the United States in the games. Jim Ryan in 1964 and Ariane Knighton in 2021, both at 17, were previously the youngest American track and field athletes in the Olympics. As he posted on Instagram, we going to the Olympics.
Cool.
Team USA.
That's awesome.
So there's a chance that just a regular 14-year-old at a regular high school went to a regular track and field meet this year and lost to this Olympian.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
That's awesome.
Just some guy who's trying to sweeten his college resume.
Wow.
Got his ass kicked by him.
Sure, he lapped you, but he's an Olympian.
Yeah.
He's an Olympian.
And it was the 100.
Boy, oh boy, that's got to be fast, huh? Wow. And, of course, Jim Ryan, one of Tom's favorite athletes back there in the sweet spot of the 60s. Ryan set a world record in the indoor half mile, 148.3, and the outdoor mile, 351.1, a record that stood for almost 8 years. That same year, he set a record for the 1,500 meters. And Roger Bannister is the one who broke the 4-minute mile at 3:59.4.
Was that in the 50s?
Roger was.
What year was that?
That was 54 at age 25. The Englishman, Roger Bannister.
Yes.
It says he's credited with breaking the mile because back then,
who knew?
They kept records with like charcoal and a shovel and a drawing board. So they didn't know.
Casual.
Yeah, they really didn't know. Officials in Seoul,
South Korea,
warn that the nation's tallest mountain is facing environmental damage from soup broth.
What?
I'll let you guys talk
What?
amongst yourselves.
Is that a sports story?
What the fuck?
The National Park Office of Mount Hala.
I'll holla back, girl.
Mount Halla, Mount
I
Hala,
ain't no holla back, girl.
has started a campaign to encourage hikers. There's your sport. Hikers.
Hiking.
Not to dump ramyun broth on the mountain or in its streams.
Or ramen broth?
No, it says RAMYUN.
Isn't that the dry version of ramen?
Oh, I don't
Is it?
A local joke, they used to serve that at the rib place known as Damon's.
Damon Runyon. Damon Ramyon.
I don't even.
It's a stretch.
CNN reports that hot noodles on high peaks trend in South Korea involves hikers consuming ramyun, a type of instant noodle served in a disposable cup on the mountain. Signs have since posted reminding hikers to preserve the clean mountain hala and pass it on to descendants as it is. Visitors can face fines up to $1,000 if they litter, urinate, smoke, or drink on the mountain.
Ooh.
You can't do anything fun on that mountain?
Yeah. Nope.
Why go there?
You're going to climb to the top of the mountain, you can't take a pee?
That's what he says. Could face the $1,000 fine, Tom.
Put it in your canteen?
You think?
That seems a little ridiculous. There are animals out there defecating and urinating on the mountain.
Well, but they're animals.
We're not far from an animal.
I don't. It seems they're overstating it to
If
say
you got
that.
down on all fours, would that count?
Yeah.
You want to get down on all fours for me, Tom?
That would count.
I'm just trying to make tomorrow's things we learned when Chick asked Tom to get down on all fours for him. See how that pops up tomorrow
You
morning.
ever peed on all fours?
No.
No, but you know,
peed on floors.
Maybe you're aware of this. It's incredibly difficult to urinate in any position other than either sitting on the toilet or standing in front of the. Because I was bedridden for 2 or 3 days, and when you're laying flat on your back and you're trying to use the portable, it's tough. You got to really concentrate.
Yeah, but I've seen you float down the lazy river on your back and do your impression of a fountain. That's one of your best tricks.
Perhaps I was saying that to try to be funny. Did you lay on your back and try to urinate? When you were in the hospital?
I don't remember. I think I had a catheter in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
you didn't have the catheter, you had the bucket, and then there was a little spray sometimes. You know the hose trick where your thumb gets involved?
What?
Yeah. He peed on me is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He peed on me. I was trying to help out. It was gross. It was terrible.
I'm sorry.
I know.
You're a heck of a son, Willie.
We landed on something else that's going to upset you. I'm sorry.
Maybe it was the morphine. I don't know what was going on.
Catheter for a couple days. And
I
then
didn't know there was a catheter in there. I was so out of it.
Well,
They came in when they were taking your catheter out. I've got a catheter in? Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, the worst part, a lot of people say the worst part's putting the catheter in.
Wrong.
No. Taking it out is a real adventure as well.
Yeah. It's like taking one of those mollies out when you're putting up shelves.
Oh.
And you think, hey, something's pulling. Hey. Yeah, you can't. And then I asked for a suppository, and the nurse wouldn't do it. They said, you do it yourself. Did you ask for a suppository?
No.
Why not?
I
mean, you're there. The suppositories are
I
there.
didn't need one. I had tubes coming in and out of me. I was fine.
Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't have to put it in down there. Enough humiliation without that.
Boy.
Would you have let me give you a suppository had I been there?
Old friends.
I would have asked you to get down on all fours.
You know something? At that time, I was in so much pain. Absolutely.
Right, sir.
Yeah. Bring in the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts, anybody you want to put that in. Cram it in there.
Wow, that turned into a
felony.
Yeah.
Stupid world record.
A colossal tree in France, we are from France, has been verified as the world's tallest cork oak tree. Standing at 68 feet 10 inches tall, the tree in Rennes is around the same height as a 7-story building. The product of this tree, which is stripped of its bark every 10 years, represents from 400 to 500 kilograms, what is that, 1,000 pounds, of beautiful cork, it says here.
Have you seen a picture of the tree?
No. Beautiful
It has
cork.
a bunch of second-place ribbons and old Chinese takeout menus pinned to it.
That's what it's a cork board.
Yeah.
It's a cork board.
Yeah.
Like in your kitchen.
Yeah. That's what I have pinned to mine.
That's right. The old cork board. That's comedy in real life right there.
A Sammy Sosa baseball card.
No, that was.
Remember the cork?
The cork bat, yes.
Yeah, flew right out of it. Okay.
Yeah, it went off like one of those snakes in a can when his bat broke. Remember that?
Yeah.
It went everywhere. If you see a picture of Sammy Sosa, go ahead just for something in giggles. Look up Sammy Sosa. It's something else.
Very pale.
Very, very pale.
Very odd. Yeah. Okay.
And
Is that sports?
That's sports. And remember,
This is what you farted for.
wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport, Christy.
A Tennessee father and son duo have vowed that they will eat like kings after winning nearly $1 million on a $20 scratch-off ticket. The father, who chose not to share his name, purchased a $1 million Casino Nights Kentucky lottery scratch-off ticket at a gas station in Airdville, Kentucky on June 8th. After purchasing the ticket, he told the clerk, "If I hit this $1 million, I ain't ever eating bologna again." Since they opted for the lump sum, they went home with a check for $504,000 after taxes. So it looks like they won't have to eat bologna for quite some time.
I've been up, man. I've been up. I've been down. I like bologna anytime. It's
Really?
fine. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What's the key to cooking it in a pan, though?
I
never knew. I always wondered.
Well, I
'Cause
really-
mine, it bubbles up weird.
Here's the
I can't
thing,
get it
Jeff.
to lay
I
flat.
really can't speak to that. I don't know if we have an expert.
Well, it's kind of a physics problem, Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, when you put a big round thing of bologna on there,
Yeah.
sliced thin, it tends to dome up.
Right,
And
that's
then the
my
edges
problem.
get burned. What you do is you make slices at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, depending on what time zone you're in, and it'll lay flat there.
Oh, that's great.
That's a nice little trick. You're welcome.
Gotta make a little note of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what time zone you're in. You can still put it at 3, 6, and 9.
Clearly.
Okay.
Any idiot would know that.
All right. Well, I guess that explains me. I guess.
But bologna sandwiches, a prominent role in Michael McDonald's book that I'm enjoying very much, if that's what it takes.
His childhood, yes, Mom.
Do we have another, maybe a little Michael McDonald tribute coming up?
I thought you got mad at the last one I did. And you didn't want me to do it anymore.
I enjoyed
We're
them
so
very
mad
much.
at many things that you do.
I know,
It's hard
lately.
to keep them all straight. Yeah.
Are
you listening to the show today?
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
See?
Yes.
Okay. Christy, what else you got?
An elderly woman in China had been using what turns out to be a hand grenade as a hammer for the past 20 years.
Whoops.
According to the South China Morning Post, the woman, surnamed Chin, had discovered an unusual meat lump on her farm in Humbao County and took it home thinking it was a hammer. Did I say meat lump? I meant metal lump.
A meat lump. That sounds like...
Why are you thinking about meat
I
lumps?
don't know. Because we were thinking about bologna, and maybe I was thinking about meatloaf. I don't know.
I mean, a meat lump sounds like a, pants are too tight and someone's aroused.
Oh, he's got a
You ever
meat
seen
lump.
the meat lump?
I like that.
That's kind of like a pet name for somebody. Come here, my little meat lump. Come here.
It was a metal lump she found on her farm. Now 90 years old, the woman said she'd been using it to pound red pepper, crack nuts, and hammer in nails. The object's true nature was only discovered when workers demolishing her old home recognized it as a hand grenade and alerted authorities. Police have since confiscated the munition, which was safely disposed of.
There's a picture of this thing, and it looks like one of those World War II potato mashers.
Yeah, potato mashers.
I mean,
right?
the fact that this thing didn't explode, it's been beaten to hell.
Wow.
That would have been Very rough. Yikes. Now you have one of those metal detectors, right?
Uh-huh. I've never found anything though because I think you have to use it.
Yeah, you gotta put batteries in.
Yeah, you gotta put batteries
box.
in.
Yeah.
It seems like a whole big deal. I don't know.
Pat, do you have a tribute to the meat hammer?
The meat hammer? No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
The meat lump.
Oh, the meat lump. Sorry.
Don't you guys?
He gets a text every morning.
Don't you guys meet every morning?
He has a text every morning.
And talk about what songs you're going to do? I mean, instead of having the meeting on the air?
No, he texted me, and you said you had a tribute to this.
You did?
Yeah.
The meat lump?
Pat?
No.
You said, you wrote down here, if I had a grenade.
Yeah, that's another story. A lady thought she had a grenade. It was an actual hammer.
That's
the
story I
yeah,
just
that's
did.
the one we just did.
The meat lump?
That's what I just did.
Oh my God, he's doing it again.
That was
When
funny.
you listen back to this, honest to gosh,
I honestly was doing a Michael McDonald thing for him.
just did that. We just did that.
Jeff, did you ask
story.
for a song for your prospector thing, or am I behind?
Pat, we just did the story
We did the hand grenade.
of the hand grenade.
We can do both. Pat, if,
Go ahead, hit me.
I hear
Pretend
that.
erase the race.
I'm reading the Michael McDonald book, which I've read it the whole thing. In fact,
Hey, but
it's
have you
very
read
good.
the Michael McDonald book yet, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael McDonald, he talks about being on the road and how much he loves to go to restaurants after shows.
Uh-huh.
And, his favorite restaurant's Waffle House. Did you know that?
I do now.
You have to ask me if I like my hash browns, like in the text, covered.
Hey, Pat, do you like or Michael McDonald, do you like your hash browns covered?
You don't know me, I like them small.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you. The great Michael
Hey,
McDonald.
Christy, I understand there was a woman who found a
hand
If
grenade.
I had a grenade
yeah.
instead of a hammer, and I didn't know it, I could have blown up my hand. I could have blown up the village.
Yeah.
While I was hammering nuts. I could have blown up the church and the house with the nails in the farm. And more importantly, exploded in my hand. If I had a grenade. Yeah, I did have some for that. Too busy trying to get you the Michael McDonald thing.
You have
Christy's just rambling on. I have no idea.
Yeah. God knows what she's talking
Meat
about.
liar, meat lump.
I know.
Do I have a song for meat lump?
Oh my God, that was priceless.
2 days in a row.
I loved it. It was great.
Nice.
You owe it to yourself to go back and listen.
I will never
listen to
listen.
that. Okay.
I enjoyed both of
But
those.
it's really funny.
It was a fine piece of business there.
It
Pat.
sounds like something I'd do.
No, it's.
Huh? What?
I was looking for a Michael McDonald.
And then we kind of
All I
gave
heard
you an
was
out.
meat lump.
We kind of gave you an out. You doubled down on it. It made it very enjoyable.
I got the Jeff Oskay thing, prospector ready. I got a lot.
Okay. We have coming up. Do you think that the people historically that you may have gone out with and or married are the same level of attraction to strangers as you are to them?
Aren't they as attractive to you? Are you as attractive as they are?
Yes. In essence, yes. As judged by yourself and by strangers.
Huh.
As the song goes, you don't have to prove to me that you're beautiful to strangers. Carly Simon, Michael McDonald. See, it all ties in. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Much. Well, you're welcome.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Yes, well, you're welcome, Tom. Thank you very much. What's going on over there? What do you got?
You ever notice how nobody says you're welcome anymore?
I always try.
I try to say you're
And
welcome.
on the radio, listen to radio interviews, and so thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get a you're welcome there.
That makes you crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now, what happened to good old fashioned? You're welcome.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Christy. You're welcome.
I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. It's
okay.
It's just one more symbol of the end of civilization as we know it.
Is it top three of the big,
Civility
big
is
deals?
gone.
It could be.
Okay. All right.
Now, while we're checking in with the news over there with Christy Lee at the SILAC news desk, what else have you got?
A new study out there finds people tend to date and marry people of the same level of attractiveness. Researchers from the University of Florida analyzed data from nearly 1,300 straight couples. They determined how individual perceptions of their looks related to objective ratings of their looks by strangers. Are you following this?
Yeah.
They found both men and women were able to accurately rate their own physical attractiveness. Couples tended to have similar levels of physical attractiveness. For example, if you're an 8 of a 10, it is likely you're dating another 8 as well. Men and women within couples often had similar views of their own attractiveness. For example, if a man rated himself as attractive, his partner was likely to have a similar self-perception. In longer relationships, men's self-ratings of attractiveness tended to be more accurate.
So, I mean, do you agree with this? In other words,
Most people date people that look, yeah, I would say that.
do you ever notice with a mismatched couple, you're trying to figure out if it's a
Right.
money thing?
A size thing.
Yeah.
But then, on the same token, we've all been at the mall and you saw that couple holding hands, and you're like, "Oh, you guys both realized you were threes, and you're
Yes.
happy with that,
Yes. Yeah.
and you've accepted each other, and I
Right.
love that."
There's someone for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but if Mick Jagger was a house painter, do you think?
No,
He painted black, right?
Thank you.
See what happens when you pay
listen-
attention
when
to
you
the
listen.
show?
Gold. Comedy gold.
See?
It's a whole different ballgame.
Ben, have you got a song about Mick?
Yes.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
saw
I mean,
a house and I wanted to paint it black.
yeah, if Mick Jagger were a house painter, he would not be near as attractive as
But
he
what's
is.
interesting about this thing is that the study, I read a little more about it, they would ask strangers to rate people.
Mm-hmm.
And people's self ratings were pretty good, and they would have then asked. Now, have you ever? You use obviously once in a while you'll see a couple where they're, either they're both super 10s,
Right.
and you wonder if they can carry out a conversation.
you don't have to. They're busy having sex all the time.
Yeah, right.
You know what I feel like is a worth conversation is 4 trying to have a conversation with a 10.
Who, and the 4 thinks they're a 10.
No, I just think that like a 4, because usually the 4 is like going to be richer or they have a good job or
Oh.
something. And then the 10 that they're with, they have no experience dealing with 10s in their life. They should be with a 4.
Right.
That's what I think the worst conversation
I've tried to hit on out of my range,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's very sad and pathetic.
It's like you're speaking a different language.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, how would you? What would you rate yourself? 0 to 10.
Like me, a 5.
Oh, dude, come on.
4?
You're a 7.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. 7.
No,
Look at him go.
I'm a 5. There's half
Maybe
of society's
a
worse, half of
6.
society's
Yeah.
better
You got the
looking.
beard, you got the dad bod going, you got great hair.
Willie, I've lived with this. I'm a 5. I'm fine with it. I've
Now
learned to
is
accept it.
so is a 5. I'm not sure.
Now,
how
just for the record, I'm with a 10.
Nice.
I'm way out of my league.
Yes.
She's listening right now.
Good job, buddy.
So if you're a prospector, you'd be a 10.
Well,
Right?
thank
How
you.
that
Yes.
changes.
On the
if you'd
prospector
found a
scale.
bunch of gold.
Do you have a song for that, Pat?
For you? Of course I do.
Oh, hey.
Son of a gun.
Well, he wouldn't know because you're not holding your guitar. Oh, there we go.
I want to thrive, not just survive, and be a prospector finding chunks of gold. You'll hear me holler when it's $1 million. Woohoo! Keeps me searching for a hunk of gold and get that nugget sold. When I finally find a chunk of gold, I'll say bye to Tom Griswold. Not really, he's our savior.
That didn't save it.
You're our savior, is what I said.
I mean, do you? When you see the guy with the Uggo or the or vice versa,
Yeah.
Guy with the Uggo.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Usually when I see the guy that's with the girl that's too attractive with him, I say, "Oh, hey, Dad. How's it going?" Good to see you. Did you have a nice weekend?
Well played and totally fair.
My favorite is the skinny guy with the oversized woman.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, that's a good look at
I love
the fair.
that. It looks like he's the stick and she's the popsicle.
Oh, yeah. I
My
love
favorite
that.
thing.
You're like, oh, that's nice. He doesn't like to eat. She gets
All
the
the food.
leftovers. It all works out.
Yeah, but he's painfully thin.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Way.
Like a DJ Qualls type
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Does that make sense? All right, cool.
Do you think there's ever like a drug thing involved?
Yeah.
Why is she with him? Well, he's probably got a lot of coke.
Yeah.
Drug thing. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Really-
serious.
You really make a leap, don't you?
No, you mean the fat girls with the skinny guy because he has drugs?
No. The very attractive girl is
Oh, okay.
with Mr. Uggo B.O.
Yeah, Tom Petty has that.
Well,
song.
yeah, but if she was on coke, she'd be thinner.
Right.
No, I'm not talking about hefty. I was
Oh,
talking
okay.
about there's different. Never mind.
What are you and Pat
I get it.
I
listening
get
to
what he's
while
saying.
we're on the air? What are you guys
When there's like
listening
a
to?
10
Slow
with
jazz.
a 4, and you're like, oh, why is she with him? Oh, because he's a coke dealer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, people
She's
tend.
a model.
Let me try a different analogy. Christy, do you think people tend to shop at stores where they can afford to buy stuff?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'll walk into a shop and you're thinking, wow, there is no way that guy can buy that watch. But
Oh my goodness!
Don't judge a book by its cover.
but every once in a while, then
I get the feeling you've actually said that to yourself, seeing a guy. I know you have.
every day.
Every day. You can't afford that watch.
What are you doing in here?
You incredible loser. Is that
have
what?
No idea.
Mumbling.
Now, would
under
you
your
agree
You ever
with this?
heard of The Millionaire Next Door, my friend?
Oh, sure. No,
Yeah.
I get it. Have you? I mean, this would be something interesting to talk to car salesmen about. When someone shows up on the lot, do they look out there and go, "You can have that one, Joe"? No way.
No, at my old at the brokerage firm I worked at, the person worth the most money, like hundreds of millions of dollars, he would wear like a rat t-shirt, like the band Rat,
Right.
that had holes in it, like jeans and cowboy boots, and people would ignore him all
Yeah.
over the place. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
was
That's
by
great.
far the richest.
That's
Yeah.
great, though. For
Yeah.
him. People leave him alone.
People judge people way too quickly.
But the point of this story is that people tend to, apparently, in terms of attractiveness, hang with their own ilk, if you will.
Yeah.
You mean their own kind?
No, that's
Okay.
different. No, that's a whole different survey.
Is that a whole different survey?
That one probably can't
Has
do
that
it
survey been outlawed?
Yeah. Coming up,
Okay, good.
is there a connection between the female orgasm and marijuana use,
Yeah, and who's manning the grill this year? We're going to talk about that.
or womaning it, if you will? This
Maybe.
is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate Pina Colada and Thai-iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Yep.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with an email.
From one of the most beautiful spots in the world, Ithaca, New York.
Oh, I agree.
The beautiful Lake
Gorgeous
Cayuga.
there.
Now, you know that's not in Michigan, right?
Isn't that where Turning Stone is?
Now, I bring this up because I've
It's
got
something.
a
Ithaca
nice
something.
letter here from Dave in Ithaca.
Okay, that was fun.
He says,
bastard.
Did Ace get his window fixed?
No.
Concerned and worried listeners want to know.
No, he
Still
hasn't.
broken. We're coming up on a year that we can document.
Yeah.
Because you say there's evidence that last September.
I believe it was August.
It was August.
Yeah.
Last August it was broken.
So the rear window in your car.
Are you waiting for the anniversary? Is that the deal?
I thought it'd be, romantic.
Yeah, you understand
okay.
the window itself probably is still in the door.
It is in the door, Tom.
It will probably
would take
10
2 seconds
minutes
to
for a
fix it.
qualified
Yeah.
mechanic
Have
to
you ever
fix
gone
that.
into an auto place and been out in 2 minutes? No.
Oh, God. It's
But yeah, we know people, Ace.
Come here while you're on the air.
Yeah.
There's many, many fine mechanics out there that would service.
Yeah.
And probably give you $20 to fix your window. How about that?
I think I've got the solution to this. If anyone's listening out there, make a coupon.
He wants a 2-for-1 coup. Yeah, that's true.
So,
Or they got to drop another window down the other door.
Maybe that's what he's waiting for.
Let him think he's getting a big deal. Yeah.
Now, do you take women on dates in the car with that?
No, you meet them there.
Nice.
Nice.
Or special parking. You just angles,
That is true.
Are you?
When my car was beat up, I did that.
Are you backing your car into spots just so ladies don't know your window is busted?
You do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'm with Ace on this one.
Yeah, I've been there.
Far into the parking lot if you're smashed up.
Wow. I remember, I told you this friend of mine was doing the online dating thing, and she was on the second date with a guy before she realized he only had one arm.
Well, that's on her.
Well,
That is on her.
Is she just
Come on.
amazingly unobservant? Or
Apparently, in the first date,
He hit it very well.
leaning up against a wall.
is that right?
The entire date?
Yeah.
He didn't go to hug her, apparently.
Wear a jacket.
No finger foods?
Wow. Well, speaking of...
How would you like to feed me?
We have an online date story of sorts. Do you see?
An Iowa woman facing charges for allegedly calling police to get out of meeting an online date.
Get out, get out.
Police allege in a criminal complaint that the 18-year-old Sumaya Thomas from North Liberty, Iowa, called 911 to report her abusive ex-boyfriend was threatening her. She also reported she was pregnant with the man's baby. Officers detained a man leaving the scene who explained he had only just met the woman about a week ago on a dating app and showed officers their text conversation. The woman eventually admitted to making the false reports because she got cold feet before meeting her date and no longer wanted to. She now faces charges of a false report of indictable offense to public entity and false report 911 calls.
Why not?
Wow, that's
so she
quite
never even met the guy.
No.
Why not just call and say I don't want to do it or I'm sick? What a lunatic.
Have you ever participated in, or were you? Did you have someone ready to call you if you got into a date that you didn't care for?
I have been on the other end of that.
Where you had
called
somebody?
I have been the designated.
If you don't hear from me in 10 minutes, call me.
Yep.
Okay. Because it's going poorly.
Yeah, blind. I've never been on a blind date in my life.
Never.
No.
Nobody's ever tried to fix you up.
I would never do that.
I never have either, which is.
I know.
I guess I'm always.
I could
married,
never
but
do
no,
any
I
of
haven't.
the online.
Well, it's not for lack of trying.
I have a proposal.
Oh, do you want to go out with me? Tom, I'd love to.
That's so sweet.
Hear me
Get
out.
down on all fours. We'll skinny dip.
Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. Who's done online dating? Willie, you have, right?
Sure, yeah. I did it back in the
You
day.
did it? Awesome.
I've done it.
Bumble, Hinge,
And
Tinder.
Pat, you did it, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my idea. You ever use Carfax?
Of course.
You go to buy a car.
Every car.
You go on
check.
Carfax. You find out, okay, it's been in an accident, blah, blah, whatever. How about doing this for people? So you'd go on an online dating site, and you could check their Carfax. Oh, well, she's a psycho lunatic.
They kind of have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yes, you can go on their certain Facebook accounts.
There's
and
a woman's
Yeah,
women
women.
will. They
Oh,
have
the
a
Are We
big-
Dating the Same Guy?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
And they'll post pictures and tell stories, and
Right.
other women can go.
Oh,
to
is
that
this the
site.
one where the guy's suing?
Yeah.
Because a bunch of
Yeah.
women said he was a creep or something?
Yep.
Wow, okay. Well,
Or if there are a bunch of single women in a big city, for example, they'll be on a site together. And have you gone out with this guy? He's approached me on online. And
so you don't even have to know the VIN number?
no.
No, you just
And
say
by the way,
picture.
whoever invented the VIN number thing, you ever tried typing one of those in?
Yeah.
Boy, that's hard.
Well, every now and then you can copy and copy and paste. You know,
Is it a 0 or an O?
When you online dated, did you ever like show up and there was immediately no attraction, and so you called it off? Or
No, I always finished the date. There was definitely dates that I went on where we never really saw each other again. It kind of just fizzled out. But yeah, dude, first dates are fun for me. You get to hang out, you get to learn about
I
somebody,
agree.
have a beer, you share some fries. It's a
A
good time.
lot of people don't like first dates, though.
I had a woman who lived out of town, and we had been corresponding on Plenty of Fish, and she goes, "Hey, I'm in town. Do you care if I stop by and meet you?" And she pulled up in front of my house, and she got out, and I was on my front porch, and we both just kind of went, "Oh." And she goes, "Oh, it's nice meeting you." And I go, "Yeah." And she got back in her car and drove away. And it was the best first date ever. Because neither of us were attracted to the other one, and we wasted no time.
And
First of all, I can't believe you allowed her to come to your house.
I can. He's a guy.
I lived in the hood, and if you're coming to my house in the hood, you're a dirty girl. Like you're down to do some stuff. So
What's going on?
Remember Nick Griffin's first date stories?
Yes.
He'd made up his mind to whoever it was first date he was going to kiss the girl before the date was over.
No matter how
no matter what.
I think it was like a makeout,
Yeah,
too.
he made out with
And he ended up in the parking lot of a lot of coffee places making out on a Sunday morning. He said.
Well, and it wasn't always making out. Maybe it was like one smooch and it's over.
Well, but
So,
at least you got
Jeff,
the
I want to
kiss.
get back to your situation. So, you've been going back and forth for quite a while. You finally meet her. Had you talked to her on the phone?
No, we had just met, like
texting,
message back and forth.
But you thought she was going to be cool. And was it her look?
Yeah, I think it was both of our looks turned each other off.
But you're a self-declared 5. I mean,
she was not a 5.
Oh, really?
I noticed on Plenty of Fish there was women who would use like 20-year-old pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
People do that all
I
the
think,
time on all of them.
One of my friends had something about on dating sites you should have to hold a newspaper like you were in a ransom.
Like Lee Oswald with the rifle.
So that you know what you're dealing with, or with like next to a gas pump with a current gas price so you can know it's current.
And to see if she's the size of a gas pump? Is that what you're...
Well, no, and that's the thing. I don't mind a big girl.
She's bigger than a Buick. Look at that.
She was kind of angry looking. And, yeah. So.
Yeah, but she did have the pump nozzle in her mouth, which, you know.
Well,
I think we're going to have a beautiful future together.
If she can take that thing, a Hawk Tui.
Tua.
Sorry.
I'll take it no matter
I was
how
thinking
you
of
do
Chop
it.
Suey.
I wondered how you were going to mess it up, but I didn't have any money on Hawk Tui. Like Chop Suey.
Yeah, okay. Now, in any event, this woman, once again, rather than just say, I'm sick or I've got a family emergency,
Or
she
I just don't want to go out with you.
called the cops before even seeing the guy.
Yeah.
I like the follow-through element of this. I like that she believed in herself. I like that she made something happen. You know how hard it is to get up the courage to call 911? She's a brave young woman. I'm on her side.
She's a lunatic.
They have a lot of resources, the 911 calls.
You can't even get it out.
They got nothing but free time over there. They're just microwaving ramen, hanging out. She's just taking advantage of government resources.
Well, she did get a date out of it.
Hey, what's going on?
A court date.
Hey!
Oh, wow. Now, coming up, Christy, what have you got over there?
Well, that's not the only woman we have arrested in a intimate situation. Also, we have cannabis and orgasms, and we have another... I don't know what's going on in London, but they're apparently not training their military horses to be not afraid of buses. We'll talk about that.
Again?
Again.
And this orgasm story is really fascinating.
It's coming up next?
Yeah, it's... thank you. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's... Did you read it? Have you read it? It's fascinating.
I'm not surprised at all by this story.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be interested in the various comments about this scientific study. But right now, we have a study over there, a study in...
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. Imagine a burglary at your home. Are you picturing a shady character dressed all in black like a cat burglar in the dead of night? Well, you'd be surprised. According to the FBI, most break-ins happen during broad daylight and spike during the summer because there's more broad daylight. That's why we recommend Simply Safe Home Security, the only security company I trust to protect my home, offering me peace of mind at the compound, whether I'm home or away. They have Fast Protect monitoring with LiveGuard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. And yes, you've heard this, and it's true. They can even see and speak to people breaking into your house. And that, of course, stops them right in their tracks. No long-term contract. You can cancel anytime. Pricing transparent and affordable at less than $1 a day with no hidden fees. It's easy to install and activate your Simply Safe system in less than an hour, or you can choose to have a pro do it if that makes you more comfortable. Protect your home this summer with 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
And I think Ms. Hooker is going to join us this morning. I hope so, because we have a very interesting story about the ladies behind the grill. Not to mention an interesting story about orgasm and cannabis. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed Sponsored Jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
See what I did there?
I saw what
You get her mad, and then you reel it back in.
That's Tom talking. That's Christy sighing. That's pretty much our show.
It's okay.
We were talking about this online dating thing.
Yes, you've never done that.
No.
No.
And I couldn't. I'd be incapable of doing it.
Why
It's
not?
It's hard.
Go out of your comfort zone. Isn't that what they'll tell you? Ease out of your comfort
Chick,
zone.
we could put you up there.
Put me. Make up
should try it.
Make up my profile. We need to get a picture.
Oh, that'd be good.
We'll
Make a
up
profile
a guy.
for
Let's
chick?
make up a guy.
Yeah. Oh no, you want to do a fake? You want to do a fake chick?
Yeah. Denholm McCracken. How about that?
And okay,
very British.
Okay, and then which one of these services do you want to do? Because there's so many. What's the biggest one? Tinder.
I say all of them.
Tinder, Bumble,
Bumble's
Hinge.
good,
They're
yeah.
all basically the same.
Don't forget Grindr.
Grindr also for the fellas. and the
Whatever you're
fellas.
looking for.
Yeah.
Is Tinder still for hookups primarily?
I don't think so. I think
Well,
they're
no,
all
no,
kind
no,
of
No, I think they're
for
all.
everything.
It's dates, yeah.
Would you present yourself as a British man if you met this person at a coffee shop?
I'd keep up the lie. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh,
that's a good start.
Yeah.
Start with a big lie, then stick with it for a
base
while.
it on lies.
Yeah, Pat, you did a bunch of the internet dating.
Yeah, Bumble for a couple dates, and then I went to Tinder and met somebody very quickly, and then every morning I would check the traps, like I've told you all, And but I got a song for you, a little Elvis Presley. Here we go. Love on Tinder, everyone lies. I am guilty of that. My profile photo's 2005. I'm older now and fat. One time I went on a Tinder date. The girl yapped all night long. Cut the night short with a fake phone call. Said my mom died. That was wrong.
It's an interesting world we live in.
Yeah, it's hard to meet people the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
It really is.
Yeah, there's
You
no
mean
really
bars?
hanging in bars anymore.
Yeah,
Really. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, people really don't do that anymore.
Gonna go to bars?
Well, they
Driving
do,
around. No one drives like that anymore, really.
You don't just go to a bar and sit at the bar and meet people, do you?
You can't offer them cigarettes anymore.
No.
That's a drag.
Ha! Drag or not a drag. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha.
Now, Jeffrey, you're a former smoker.
Yeah.
You've done a great job quitting. By the way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I've only put on 78 pounds. Been going great.
That's not bad at all.
Been going great.
Now, what was the young Jeff Oskey? What was your move? Did you offer them the smoke?
I wait until a girl talks to me, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I have a chance.
Yeah.
I don't have moves.
You didn't have a move?
No, I don't. Here's my move.
Okay.
Hey, you seem nice. We should hang out sometime and do something. But I'm not asking you out on a date. That way you can't reject me, kind of thing.
Well, that's a Pat Godwin move.
Yeah, I learned it from Pat.
They have to fall in your
Yeah,
lap.
it doesn't work well.
My move is wait for the band to go on break.
Hi, can you help me with my car?
But you have made it clear, no bass players.
Well,
okay.
There was the one.
Any more?
Yeah.
Okay, we got that.
I locked myself out of my car. Can you go help me move some stuff in? No? Okay.
What's your move, Chick? Hey, I'm Chick McGee.
Usually, hi, I'm Chick McGee
Yeah.
works. Yeah. The next thing I know, where the hell am I? You know.
You're in Fort Wayne.
Yeah. I'm up to my neck in grapes and Miller Lite. You ever drop your wallet at a? You ever leave
At a one-night stand?
Leave in a hurry and forgotten you dropped your wallet out on the bedroom floor and had to go back and get it?
No.
Yeah, me either. That hasn't happened to me either.
Ace,
no, sir.
Was there an Ace Cosby move?
No, I mean, back in the days, Christy and I would hang out, and she was a great wingman.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Did you say something in particular? Did you say?
I know
he's a nice guy. Or?
Sure.
Hung like a show pony.
I have no idea about that. I don't know what Ace looks like naked.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's
You've
true.
shared hotel rooms.
Doesn't mean we
on
slept
numerous
together.
I think it does.
We did share a bed.
But we didn't
shared a
sleep
bed
together.
They
We didn't
shared
get
a
Never
bed.
up all night. You've never seen this meat lump?
Never seen the hand grenade?
I think meat lump may enter the vocabulary.
Meat lump and anteater.
Yeah.
She's like my sister.
Anaconda. What? No, what? It was
Aardvark. Oh, and you
Aardvark.
don't know, and you don't know what it is. What did I say?
It was
anteater?
Aardvark,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Thank God Willie's got a young mind.
Okay, well, I'm
Ours
sorry.
are full.
We can move on here. We have.
Well, on this kind of same vein, police in Florida arrested a woman for allegedly attacking her boyfriend because he refused to cuddle with her. The 22-year-old woman, Jillian Youngin, argued with her boyfriend.
She's a youngin', all right.
Regarding the victim's lack of interest in, quote, engaging in physical intimacy. The dispute reignited the following morning after the suspect continually tried to cuddle with the victim, though she was repeatedly told to stop. The fight escalated when the woman allegedly grabbed her boyfriend's chest hair, scratched his face, bit him on the forehead, and broke his phone. She's been arrested for domestic battery.
It broke his phone?
Yeah.
Now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Bite the forehead.
Yeah, why would you bite him on the forehead?
It was the only thing handy, maybe.
Well, you take one look at her. You're going to go, yep.
Oh, you've seen the picture?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, put her in a lineup. Yep, she's guilty.
I don't think you need to judge a book by look at all the actions. The actions is enough to show you that she's nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're biting foreheads, I don't need to look at a picture of you to know that you're not my type.
Exactly.
There are just times when you don't want to cuddle, right? Am I right?
I'm a cuddler. I don't know.
No matter what?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like that. I want to touch a
Really?
butt. You bet.
Really?
Oh, there. You got to give me some space.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
I run hot.
Yeah.
You're running hot?
Oh, all the time.
All right.
I just need space.
You don't want to cuddle after?
I want to cuddle. Like, my girlfriend is totally fine. Like, she understands. Like,
yeah, right?
I don't
get
even
it.
want to hold hand. Like, she's hot. Way hot. Ugh.
Yeah, I've got a tip for you.
What?
Next time you're done, instead of cuddling, say to her, can you go make me a sandwich? See how that goes over.
I like my home. And, I like my
Now, if
lady.
you and your gal are at a concert, for example, Tom, will you hold her hand?
Listen to him. I've never heard him laugh hard.
I'm not a big public affection guy.
Okay.
I'm with you.
PDA.
Are you a big private affection guy?
Pardon me?
Are you a private affection guy?
There are limits.
Are you Are you
Other people
an
have
affection guy?
Other people have germs and that sort of thing.
I think you're kind of an annual affection guy.
Yeah, special event.
Special occasion guy.
Like
but I mean,
Easter,
she,
Christmas.
the woman in this case
Birthdays.
She bit him in the head. You
Forehead,
said?
yeah.
She bit him in the forehead.
Yeah, you know foreheads bleed too.
Scratched
really
him, broke his phone.
Yeah.
So she's not the next Hawk Tua girl, obviously.
No.
Can we
put
stop
that
talking about her?
It's a thing.
Is that positive? Is that possible?
Where's her
I
next?
think it's over.
Where's she going to appear next, though?
I guess she was talking to Shaq last night or something, or yesterday afternoon, I guess.
Shaq was DJing at John Bon Jovi's new club in Nashville.
DJing.
That's a hilarious sentence.
Yes.
Shaq was DJing at John Bon Jovi's club in Nashville. Where do we live now? How did we get here?
I agree, Willie. There's none of that goes together.
Hey, you want to go watch the guy that played on the Magic DJ? No, I don't.
In Nashville?
Yeah.
I will say this. I love that new John Bon Jovi song.
I haven't heard it.
It's I think it's the best song he's done in 25
legendary.
years. It's real. I really. I mean,
Is
I'm
that
not
the name of the song? Oh.
Yeah, it's a great song. Do you like that song, Ace?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
There's better stuff on the album.
If there were a coupon, he'd like it. By the way, has anyone sent us a coupon for Ace's Windows 2 for 1 yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
I don't think it's the coupon that's the issue. It's a time issue for you. The man's busy.
Thank you,
He's got nothing but time.
He doesn't have 2 minutes. He's got to go home and go through tapes. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
Catalog and VHS.
He has underwear to mend at home. Yeah. He has pizza to test out. They're nice days.
Now, Ace is famous for having all these old VHS tapes of shows, but there is something about that that's cool, which is because now you can see almost anything, but you don't get to see those old commercials. Mm-hmm. That's really part of the fun of watching some of that old stuff, is seeing what they were advertising and how the commercials went.
And now that all these streaming services are buying stuff and just getting rid of stuff, like now you can't have any access to old Daily Show segments. So if I wanted to watch Roy Wood Jr.'s Daily Show segments from 10 years ago, they're unavailable. Now,
Really?
Ace Cosby, someone's going to come to him one day going, buddy, we erased something. We need you to save it for us. He'll be a master archivalist.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Ace, take a
Yeah,
compliment.
you aren't a hoarder. You're an archivalist.
Yes. I said that
That's
right.
way better.
Yes.
Sure
I like
did.
that.
There's I've been saying for years, if you're a fan of a lot of old movies, you might want to buy them on disc before they're made illegal or canceled or not streamed. It doesn't hurt to have them.
And I just saw on the news Redbox filed for bankruptcy. I didn't know they were still around.
I didn't either. When was the last time you saw a Redbox?
I actually at the gas station the other day they were taking a red box out and they had a U-Haul full of red boxes. I was like, oh, I didn't even know those were still a thing.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Huh.
they didn't
Where does
make-
that stuff all end up?
New Jersey. I keep telling you. It's a
what the
warehouse
ship
in
is.
New Jersey.
And that's where the same place where they have the keyboard player
All
from
the
Chuck E. Cheese.
All the animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese are there.
Someone's
your
got to
red
do.
boxes, your phone booths, everything.
This would be a good movie where they all come alive.
The CRT computer monitors, they're all there.
Okay. Well, now can we do this cannabis story? I think this is
New
fascinating.
research indicates cannabis use may improve the female orgasm. The study involved a survey of over 300 sexually active women who used cannabis, with their responses evaluated using a female sexual function index. Researchers found...
By the way, is that a finger?
I'm going to
Index
keep
finger?
moving.
Okay,
Nearly
sorry.
90%.
No, I don't blame it. He used fingers for how far she dilated, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
But we're not having a baby. We're having an orgasm.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's the same thing, kind of.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
have
screaming,
a baby and you have an orgasm, and tell me which
a
one's
lot
better.
of screaming and sweating. A lot of screaming and sweating.
Nearly 90% of women reported reaching orgasm more frequently when using cannabis, compared to 63% without it.
So wait, slow down here. 90% of the women are having.
Orgasms, if
When-
they're high.
Interesting.
Are you surprised by this?
Yeah,
You
I am.
obviously have not had sex with a woman who's been on an edible, right? Or smoked a joint? You don't think so?
No, is this? You agree with this?
Yes.
This assessment?
Do you agree with this?
No, my lady never orgasms, so I'm going to say no.
That's the way she likes it, though.
Yeah,
Get there,
yeah.
buddy.
We're
Maybe
doing
how
this
about-
thing called edging. It's been going on for about 9 years. And man, when she finally gets there,
Well, it's
it
gonna be
is going
amazing.
to be a flood.
Maybe
Try it. Take
Maybe
your time.
I've got a suggestion for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you should smoke pot, and then you get the munchies so bad, it would then apply to the activities that were happening in the bedroom.
Maybe.
And before you have that sandwich, you know,
carpet munchies.
I would just make sure you wash the Cheeto dust off your hands. Speaking from experience, they hate that. It gets messy. They turn orange. It looks weird.
Doesn't it sting?
I don't know. Women who use cannabis more frequently before sex reported higher orgasm frequency too. So
Willie?
I mean, I can't directly speak to this, but yeah, I do think that it's a little more intimate and it's you're more focused, unlike drunk sex, which can be a little more raucous sometimes. I think this kind of gets you in the zone, gets you in that flow state.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
I think, wouldn't you say it's probably because you're more when women are more relaxed, they're more able to enjoy themselves.
Doesn't certain kinds of marijuana make you more edgy and more paranoid? And
certain kinds.
Certain kinds. You just.
What is it? I forget that. Wasn't there some rhyme like indica couch? Or
yeah, indica puts you into couch, and sativa takes you sativa up.
Yeah,
that's the brilliant, creative wordsmiths that stoners are. They gave us that. It barely rhymes. It half fits together.
I just thought of an alternate poem.
What do you got?
Indica. She's relaxed. She's so relaxed.
Very few women would orgasm that way.
You think?
Just say. You think?
that has
I don't
to
know
be.
if you know how
No,
the woman's
I'm
body
just-
works.
I-
but
How about if a guy's standing over screaming, "All right, let's do this! Come on, hurry up!"
That
Stuff
always
like
helps
that.
me.
Is
Yeah.
that a bad deal? Yeah.
How do they smoke it down there? That's what I want to know.
That's not how.
Oh, Tommy.
Just
Tommy.
Of course. Pat,
Fire-
do you have any
You have a
experience
song?
in this
Oh.
realm?
With people being high that I was with? Not really. I haven't smoked pot since I was 20, so I don't really hang out with pot smokers.
Yeah.
Liquored up, though, it seems to, freeness comes about, yeah. Back
Yeah,
in the
but when
day.
you're liquored up, it's hard to focus and it's harder to get there, so to
Yeah,
speak.
that is absolutely true.
Yeah, I think both for both men and women. I mean, I'm just guessing, but
You know,
There's-
too much liquor, then you
yes,
get
there's a reason. There's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
term
yeah.
called whiskey.
Yeah, oh, there's that old guy from the Old West, Dick Whiskey.
Yes.
Frontier Limp.
But when things do go well, firefighters delivered a baby in a car while at the same time putting out a fire at a boatyard.
Firefighters thought she was having an orgasm.
Yeah,
they
I
didn't
know.
know.
Dang, if
The
there's
same
not a
thing.
baby there. Ms. Alice Hurley and Josh Breedmore, or Beardmore.
Breedmore.
It's Beardmore,
Right,
sorry.
right. Oh.
Of Cornwall, England, knew they would not be able to make it to the hospital in time, so they pulled over near Coxwell, knowing fire crews would be in the area after seeing local news reports of a blaze. Cockwells.
Cockwells.
That's exactly what I said. Yep, that's the name of the
Man,
town.
that sounds
they
like-
cock in England.
Yeah, they do.
They
Oh, yeah.
put it in everything, man.
Fallmouth
Right?
Blue Watch
Yeah.
Fire Team.
They really
That's why
do.
they have such bad teeth.
all the streets and
Who we're dealing with.
That makes no sense.
dessert.
Are you following what's going on here? She's in labor, can't make it to the hospital. They saw on the news that the firefighters would be at the scene. They went to the scene.
That's smart.
Yes.
Hey, that's
the
smart.
Falmouth
Yeah, they're good
Blue
people.
Watch Fire Team was dealing with a fire and dropped everything to help Alice through her labor and welcome newborn Olive into the world.
Right.
2 weeks after the safe delivery, the couple took baby Olive and their 2-year-old son Teddy to thank Cruz for saving the day.
I heard that they used, when her water broke, they used that to put out the fire.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so they got a big bucket right there. What would you know? They named the child Olive, you said?
Yes.
Don't you think they should have done something fire-related?
Like Ember?
Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
Bernadette?
Blaze?
Bernadette.
I know a Blaze, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You
Blaze,
know a guy named Blaze?
So do you, yeah. Played in the NFL. Blaze Winter.
Oh, Blaise. Yeah,
Nice guy.
I guess.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
Smokey. Could you name a young lady Smokey? Does that go?
know.
That's more of a puppy dog name.
That's a good first outing. Take the baby, show them the boat that burned up because they interrupted the saving of the...
Yeah, and that's why your name's Smokey.
Look at this beautiful Donzi. We could have gone...
Oh, Donzi.
What's a Donzi?
There's nothing more depressing than seeing a boat on fire.
Smoking a boat.
Like,
Smoking a boat,
crazy.
baby.
Like,
Can we play that
the
again?
thing you
Smoking
need-
a boat.
When you're listening, man,
Smoking
you're
the
just
boat,
on
baby.
fire. That was quick as anything.
Smoking a boat.
Nothing more depressing than a burning Chris Kraft.
Well, the thing is, the thing to put it out is so close.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting on it, yet you can't put the boat out. It's so frustrating to watch.
Wow.
Boy, they go up to those wooden boats. Go up too, don't they?
They do.
Whoosh.
Yeah. Always reminds me of the time that they took the barge out into the harbor in Harbor Springs and the fireworks all went off at noon.
Oh.
Good news is nobody got hurt.
What did it catch on fire? The barge?
The sky, a lot of smoke. Fireworks, as a general rule, a lot better at night.
Yeah.
You want to keep that in mind. Well, can we do the Coconut Boat song when we come back? That little medley, I love that so much. Thank you very much. Right now, it's time to talk about the season. And what season is it, Christy?
Grilling season. Are you kidding me?
And we have a great story coming up
About grilling.
about womaning
The
grill. Because you'll find out the survey says a lot of people perceive.
I've been looking at that new grill. The new Weber grill.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
Guess what? Since it's the grilling season, I want to tell you about the Weber Slate rust-resistant
Yep,
griddle.
I took a look at that.
The carbon steel cooktop that's safe for metal tools. I am getting one of these. This is the one I'm into. Pre-seasoned, ready to cook right out of the box. It's the griddle that stays ready, not rusty. And this griddle heats evenly edge to edge, reaching up to 500 degrees. Don't forget the Weber Works Prep, Cook, and Store system. So your supplies are right there. You've got your the flipper gizmo. What's that called again? Spatula. Thank you very much. I don't speak French.
No, the flipper gizmo.
You got all the food right there. You've got your fork, your salt, your pepper, whatever you're doing. And it's all right there. Thank you, Weber, with the Weber Works Prep, Cook, and Store system. Find out about all these cool Weber grills. Check out the website because time to upgrade. I've had my 2 Weber kettle grills forever, and I'm upgrading. I'm going to get fired up with the new Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle. They've made some leaps in griddling and grilling. Find out the details. High heat, even heat, fast heat. That's their motto at Weber.com. W-E-B-E-R, Weber.com. We have grill news in the news coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Willie Griswold.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, Christy's here. Ace. We're all ready. I'm Chick McGee. I can't wait, Tom. Oh,
Coming up, it's that Ace Cosby joke of the day.
okay. That's what I'm talking about.
And
Can't
also
wait.
coming up, let's see, 4th of July in a couple of days.
Yes.
Let's see, July 5th and 6th, special event at the Skyline Comedy Club, Appleton, Wisconsin. Willie G. and Colin Unger. Have you decided what Unger song we're going to sing? What is it? What was the one you had, Jeff? The Unger. What is that?
Willie the Unga.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
I like Unger like the Wolf. I like that one.
Unger like the wolf.
Or isn't there Unger the Bridge by the Chili Peppers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a song?
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll go with
It's
that.
about addiction.
Have
It's
you?
not really-
Yeah, that really.
Have you seen their stand-up? Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm kidding. Will you
I'm
stop?
getting fake angry right now.
There we go. You passed it down.
It's July 5 and 6, Appleton, Wisconsin. Willie, how do you get tickets?
You can go to my Instagram at willie.griswold or skylinecomedy.com, and we could go with Unger struck down.
I like that.
Yeah, that's an option.
Now, I got a nice letter here, Pat. This is from Paul. He's working on the computers right now. And he says he just loves Pat's new meat lump. What is it? Meat lump bit.
Meat lump.
Meat lump. It's hard to say.
That sounds like a cocktail. Would you like a meat loop? Meat lump.
The meat lump. Now, you started to sing one of your recent hits. It's become kind of a thing around here. It involved yet another a case in which a boat was apparently dumping the cocaine off the side of the boat.
Yeah, in the Keys.
Down in the Keys. And these bales of cocaine apparently sometimes wash up on shore. And once again, we've all decided if you ever stumble on one of these, don't touch it, run away.
Yes, didn't see nothing.
I saw nothing.
Hey, it's up to you. Okay.
So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yes, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's coke in the boat. Come on, coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat. We'll look the boat over. Coke in the boat. Coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat. Coast Guard's watching you, and will you learn? Drug boat drags a little in the stern. Tourists found a stash in the Keys. Border Patrol makes these waters drug-free. There's coke in the hull, so please explain. And bald eagles on the packages of cocaine. So we'd like to know where, you got the cocaine. Yes, we'd like to know where you're taking the cocaine. There's coke in the boat, coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat, hand the boat over. Coke in the boat, $1 million, maybe. Coke in the boat, coke in the boat.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Patty G.
It does stick with you all day, doesn't it?
Coke in the boat.
Coke in the boat.
It's addicting.
And so is coke.
Keep you up all night, the song.
Now we have Christy Lee over there.
On a related note, U.S. Customs officers seized over 1,400 pounds of marijuana at the Texas border. The agency said officers at the Far International Bridge cargo facility encountered a tractor trailer making entry from Mexico. Further inspection revealed 1,267 packages of marijuana that had been concealed within the shipment. According to the Customs Patrol officers, the seized pot had an estimated street value of over $291,000.
How many pounds is it?
1,400.
So, for example, an ounce of pot can last me like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going even every day, daily driver, it'll last me a while. 16 ounces in a pound times however that's a lot of pot you got.
But here's what I don't understand. Why are they bothering? Isn't there a surplus of marijuana?
I mean, if it's federally legal, but it's still not grown here, if it shouldn't be shipped in from other places. That's illegal. Right?
I was just wondering if it was nostalgia for the bad pot of the 70s. Crappy. Some crappy pot that's got a lot of stems and seeds in it.
I want to spend a half an hour de-seeding this before.
Now if you get seeds in your marijuana, generally that's a good thing.
Yeah, you keep them and
really.
Grow.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It just means that you're getting really nice weed that you can then grow yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think that it would be a lot more profitable and deadly to import things, smuggle that are more. What's the word I'm looking for? Portable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just seems to me like this is kind of old school.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, they're killing people with all the fentanyl they're bringing in, and you could bring in a ton of fentanyl a lot easier than a ton of pot. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yes.
So I don't know.
A man in Florida has been arrested after allegedly stealing money from a 12-year-old selling snacks.
Well, now,
I want to be in that jury.
Hey, now wait a minute. Why?
And it could have been a smart-ass kid, right?
Who's the guy? No, who's the guy who stole the money from the bank because that's where the money was?
Uh-huh.
This kid had money. It's up to him. Right?
WTVJ.
Even our middle name is TV.
Yeah, reports that Noel Prince was on his way to sell his wares in Narahana when a man came up to him, snatched his bag that contained $40. The man ran off, allegedly threw a rock at the 12-year-old when he gave chase.
What? Where is this?
Somewhere in Florida. After Prince's mother called 911, officers were able to locate the 59-year-old suspect.
Oh, what a dick.
This is just for the room. Mr. Michael Hughes, and get Prince his money back.
I knew it.
The man faces charges of robbery and exaggerated battery.
Throw away the key.
Aggravated battery.
I'll tell you what, jury trial, please.
Yeah, who takes money from a 12-year-old?
A 57-year-old down on his luck.
I guess.
Have you tried taking money from an adult? It's way harder. If you're going to take money, 12-year-olds.
That is true.
Yeah.
Adults hit you,
That's
they call
true.
the cops.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What a jackass.
No joke.
Yeah.
Threw a rock at the kid.
And Christy's right. You don't know what a big jerk this kid was. Maybe he was, I got money, you don't. Stuff like that.
He didn't have a permit. All those snacks said not for resale right on the package.
They do. They say that, Tom.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They say can't be sold individually. They all say that.
Okay, well.
And in Missouri, authorities pulled over a would-be UFO driving on Interstate 44.
Huh?
The Crawford County Sheriff's Office said deputies stopped the spaceship-shaped vehicle that was headed to a festival in Roswell, New Mexico.
I've always wanted one of these.
Officers said deputies encountered the, quote, friendly humanoids
A wacky-shaped
come
car.
in peace and had a
Oh.
brief conversation
That's
about
right.
his out-of-space correction,
Wait a
out-of-state
minute.
registration.
I just Googled
They come
this
in
thing.
peace, Tom.
This thing is wonderful.
Oh, look at that.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a UFO.
The driver assured deputies he would take care of that issue when he returned to Krypton. The sheriff's office joked that the driver, quote, was also warned about our strict enforcement of warp speed on the interstate and to
sorry.
keep his phasers on stun only while traveling.
This thing looks street legal and the whole thing.
Yeah, because you can see where the grill is in the front. But how would you describe it? It's that
classic.
What is that?
50s.
Steampunk? Is that what it's called?
Oh, the antique looking
industrial.
It looks like it's made of iron and it's.
Well, look, that has better lines of sight than my car. I think. Look at that.
Yeah, there's kind of a dome.
360. Yeah, you got a 360
Oh,
view.
that's hilarious.
Absolutely.
So what was the problem with the thing?
I don't know.
The lack of windshield wipers in the summer might be a bit of a problem.
Oh yeah, wow.
Well.
In the rain.
It never rains in Florida, right?
I think they pulled him over because they got a call about a UFO on the interstate. Maybe they were just checking it out.
That's
Not sure.
That's genuinely cool.
Yeah.
And they were going to Roswell, of course.
That's a heck of a drive from Oklahoma to Roswell, New Mexico, because that's way down there.
Oh. Do you know how fast? You know how fast you were going? A warp speed, officer. Okay, thank you. Step out of the saucer. How do you get in and out of that thing? Is what I can't.
I bet the top comes up.
Oh,
Don't
the
you
whole
think?
thing. Yeah, it's like a hatch on a submarine or something.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. Coming up, we have more horses loose in London. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
BTW FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
Jeff Oskey over there.
Yes, sir.
That's a nice looking shirt. What is that? A fishing shirt? Is that a outdoorsy shirt? Is
I
that
don't know.
It is a nice
My
shirt.
lady got it for me.
You look
She's
like-
tired of me dressing like a bum.
All right. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Learned a new word today.
What was that?
Invented on this show by mistake by Christy Lee.
Oh, meat lump?
Meat lump.
Yeah.
The old meat lump.
Oh, the old meat lump.
Oh, yeah, there you go, the meat lump. But we were talking about a metal hand grenade, but the meat lump was you just kind of stumbled over the...
Instead of metal lump,
yeah,
I
but
said meat
speaking
lump.
of meat, you got to grill meat, and we have an interesting story about grilling in the news.
Yeah, a new poll out there finds women are the unsung heroes of outdoor cooking on the grill. According to the poll of 2,000 adults, 50% of adult men and women in America believe that women are not receiving the recognition they deserve for their skills on the grill. Nearly half of respondents believe grilling is a male-dominated activity, but the same number of people agreed that the notion is outdated. 75% of those polled believe grilling should be just as common for women as it is for men, and regardless of who is behind the grill, 75% believe it is an art form.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I'm the griller. My man doesn't grill.
Really?
Nope.
Why
Doesn't
not?
want anything to do with it.
You noticed it was mainly men until they started installing outdoor kitchens. And then you women, now
we
come
took
out,
over?
now that there's a sink and there's all the accompaniments of the kitchen.
And it's a sort of a trope in the movies.
What do
Even
you
in
mean?
The Sopranos, for example.
yeah.
That famous scene, Tony grilling.
You're going to want to flip those.
I always thought it was a way for guys to be outside drinking beer while the ladies were inside fixing all the other
I think that's sort
stuff.
of
Yeah.
And
anything where we get to deal with fire and lighter
Yes.
fluid.
Yes.
That's true.
And if you're out there doing it, your man doesn't come out and mansplain. Hey, don't flip that yet.
No. He admits, we've talked about this, he knows absolutely nothing about cooking and does not want to learn at all. Period.
Pat, you didn't used to cook anything.
I still don't really. I use the Foreman grill for Jimmy and a steak or something or salmon.
I put something in the toaster oven the other day, and he goes, "Why are you putting that in the air fryer?" I go, "It's a toaster oven. That's not an air fryer."
You should have had a dummy, you stupid,
you're a big idiot, is what she
stupid
said.
man.
How did he survive? He doesn't cook anything?
How did you
No.
survive? Yeah,
Pat didn't
I would go to
cook anything.
restaurants.
Yeah, he went to
I live
restaurants.
in hotels.
Yep.
Homeless for 12 years.
Hard-boiled
That's a
eggs and tortillas. That's what he lives on.
Do you cook a lot? I don't think you do you?
All the time, yeah.
You cook all the time.
Yeah.
He used to cook.
Will you cook today?
He used to cook steak, mushrooms, and spaghetti with red sauce. That's and bacon and eggs.
Chicken.
That's a lot of what I ate growing up.
I've had your chicken. Yeah, it's all right. But that was a long time ago. You still cook the chicken?
Sure.
All right.
I cook all the time.
I don't believe you, but okay.
How would you know?
I know stuff.
Do you cook a lot?
You're so busy.
Do you
no,
cook
I
a
don't
lot?
cook. God, no.
He
I don't cook.
DoorDashes.
Yeah. I don't cook at all. I try not to.
Ace, do you cook anything other than microwave?
Yeah, I love to cook.
Okay, very good, very good.
Yeah.
I had to when I had to. My mom was always so busy. I would have starved. So
I don't think she would have let her Tommy starve.
No, she wouldn't have done that.
Here, honey, have some cereal.
No, I do cook. I had cereal yesterday.
I bet you
We
did.
don't have any cereal. We don't eat cereal at our house at all.
Do
you guys eat cereal?
Well, we
Well,
have
you have
kids,
kids.
so they like cereal. I cook every
You cook every night, yeah.
Like I like cooking.
Oscar's a great cook.
What's your big dish, Jeff?
I like pasta dishes. I don't know.
Don't you cook every now and then a big heaping bowl of shut the hell up? Don't you? Don't you cook that?
That's pretty. That's on the menu every night.
Oh
yeah.
Jeff has done a great job today of portraying his home life in a positive light, talking about how great his lady is.
Yeah.
And then you throw that out there?
What's for dinner tonight?
Yeah, you make it extra, and what time is dinner?
I'll have leftover pulled pork barbecue. I did a 12-pound butt the other day in the oven, and so I'll be eating off that all week.
12-pounder?
Yeah, I like a nice ass.
I was going to ask about that. Do you guys eat leftovers?
Yeah,
I do, but my lady refuses to.
Man, I don't either. I try. I bring it home from restaurants, and it just sits there. I just
Gets
don't.
all- Just gets all
Yeah,
hard.
I
love
don't like 'em.
leftovers. You just got to do it a different way. So if you had
Really?
if you had chicken in like a bowl,
Right.
let's say, then for lunch, then for dinner, do a chicken sandwich. Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Make that pulled pork, put it in like a carnitas bowl.
I'll do like pulled pork nachos tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Like,
Hell yeah, dude.
mix it up. And,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, you described yourself as a 5. In my mind, you have just gone up to at least a 5.3.
Well, thanks.
Dude, you reek of being a 7, dude. Get out of town.
Oh, thanks,
You're
Willie.
a straight 7. You're a great
Man,
dad.
on the
You're
way
very
to
funny.
If I was trying to get you, I would be so happy.
Buddy, if you were trying to get me, you wouldn't have to work very hard.
I don't want to
You're
ruin
a
the comedy.
7, kid.
I'd make a good sloppy Joe. From
I don't want to
scratch.
ruin the comedy, but you are a diamond in the rough. You've
Oh,
always
you
said
guys
that.
are. Yeah,
you're,
stop.
You're really helpful around
Listen,
the house.
We're still talking about Jeff Oskey, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't care what people say about you. I don't care what fans after shows say about you. I don't want to say. I don't care what Maggie texts me about you. I don't care about all that. That's
See,
all hearsay.
Christy, I know I'm a 5, so I gotta bring the cooking. I gotta bring the cleaning. I gotta bring the laundry. I gotta bring all that stuff
you're
with
not
me.
a 5.
If I was a 10, I'd be the laziest son of a bitch you've ever met. I wouldn't do anything. I'd let other people do that for me.
That's interesting. That's interesting theory.
That is
I'll take this on down the road, you'd say.
Exactly.
Oh, fascinating. Now, what else you got over there, Christy?
Here's a bizarre story. A London man says he returned home from abroad to find that his house had been turned into a cannabis farm. Charles Reeves told the BBC that he advertised his property while he worked abroad, but the bogus tenants never paid rent and instead used his property to raise cannabis. Mr. Reeves said he returned to find 11 tons of soil inside his house, holes in the ceiling, and an overwhelming stench. The operation also caused immense structural damage to his family home. According to experts, rental scams linked to cannabis farms are on the rise. The police told Mr. Reeves that he was one of the worst cases they had ever seen. Authorities seized more than 400 cannabis plants from the property with an estimated street value of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Well, that's why you shouldn't list your house on Air THC. I'll turn it into a grow house every time.
Isn't there a big thing now about people doing that and having huge parties?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
But doesn't this guy have any friends that would check on the house?
Well, it's rural England. I don't know how many.
God.
There's nothing out there but sheep. Right?
Yeah, there
that's
you
the
go.
way I understand it.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I'm sure that's the way it is.
And the sheep, you can pay a sheep off. You can pay a sheep off.
Yeah.
They'll look the other way, all their friends.
Sheep and werewolves. That's all that's out there.
Wow. Tell me what's coming up, Christy Lee.
Coming up, we have military horses.
Military horse?
The old those round-heeled broads, the military horse.
Military horses are bolting through London again.
They call them wax, which is kind of ironic.
We have a really creepy Amazon fish species that's been discovered with teeth and rhino horns in the news.
Do they still call the female the wax, or is that gone?
What? Wax?
WACS, is that?
Oh, women in the Corps. Women
Air Corps?
Air Corps?
Is that gone?
I think so.
I think it's...
I've never heard of it.
But round heel's gone too, but that doesn't stop you. No. Hey, and this won't stop you either, Tom. Raycon's everyday earbuds have been upgraded. Did you know that?
I got a pair.
You're darn right you did. You got the royal blue pair, if correct me if I'm wrong.
And I think we also have to emphasize it's not just the colors that have changed. They have upgraded the sound. These are the best earbuds. They stay in your ears. They sound great. And they cost half as much as those cute little white ones that keep falling out.
Here's more evidence of what Tom's saying. That you also now get active noise cancellation. Those gel tips he's talking about, ergonomic design for a perfect fit, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once, and the quick charge function, and weatherproof and sweat resistant. Raycon's everyday earbuds now come in blush violet, forest green, royal blue, classic black, and Raycon's also offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. What are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off the already low price, plus free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping. buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses.
I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Watch your diabetes. Oh, hi. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Your Wilford Brimley.
That's my Wilford Brimley impersonation.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program.
I believe my long morning of waiting is finally over.
Waiting for what?
Are you kidding? Waiting for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Hey, Chick.
Yeah, baby.
What do you get when you cross a T-Rex with fireworks?
Now, this is interesting. What do you get when you cross a T-Rex and fireworks? I don't know, Ace, what?
Dynamite!
Dino. Hey, Ace's Joke of the Day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
My attitude didn't help.
I hope J.J. Walker didn't listen.
He'd charge you, right? What was it, Pat? You're the one that told me that story. What was it again?
He charges $1,000 if he has to say dynamite.
$1,000.
I think that's the story. Yeah.
Dynamite.
So if he's doing, if he's doing a stand-up comedy show, he won't say dynamite unless you pay him.
Oh no, he hasn't said that for years. Yeah.
Yeah. No. And if you bring it up, he gets really angry.
Boy, does he ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a real jerk.
But he does it on his TV commercial.
Well, they
That's the
probably
only
get
way
him
to
paid
make
out.
money. Yeah.
I suppose, I bet Gallagher probably got tired of people surfing him watermelon. Now that I think about it, everyone's got their thing. I hope your new thing, Pat, isn't meat lump, since you don't eat meat or anything anymore.
No, I miss it though.
Yeah. When's the last time you had
a lump of meat? Maybe back in October.
Think you'll go back?
Maybe some fish, wild caught fish that Jeff and I catch this weekend.
Oh yeah, we're going fishing.
Are you really?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Don't you guys get enough?
Going fishing?
Yeah.
You guys don't get enough of each other during the week? Here you are.
Pay
Yeah.
Lake?
He brings his guitar. He writes songs.
Sing. Oh my God! Jeff goes, put it away!
Come on! You're scaring the fish.
Are you guys going to a Pay Lake or?
No, we don't do
boat.
lakes.
You have a boat?
We don't have a boat.
We shore fish.
Oh.
And then we
You're
have
not
a
going
shore
up to your
launch. It's
cabin?
great. No, Pat's not allowed at my cabin.
No, I ask every other day, and I get that weird look from him. He shakes his head.
Call your dad. Hey, Dad, can Pat come?
No.
he can't. Okay. Love you,
No,
bye.
I'll explain it to him. Okay, bye.
You big Pat, you're fun on vacation. You have your guitar. You can do some.
I sang for your mom back in the day.
What's the go-to? Well, say you're having a romantic evening. Does your lady friend, does she like to go outside with the camper?
Absolutely.
The camp, the fire?
She's a big music fan, so she doesn't care for my stuff. She likes Noah Katane. Noah, whatever his name is. No, I play a lot.
What song of yours does she like?
Song of mine does she like? Recently, it's a song called "Stolen Identity." That's kind of.
Is it a serious song?
No, it's like it got a bit of a twist to it. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, is that something you can play for us one of these days? Or
I can play for you whenever you like. Yeah.
Okay. Not now, but
why not?
We don't really want.
No, you can do it right
now
now if you want. Do you? Is this?
Can you play that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is based on some true story about your life.
It actually is. Yeah. People think China's listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Yeah, we Google something, they steal our info and get in our accounts at the savings and loan. Hey! My credit's bad, I can't buy a house, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name. Oh, give me a brand new start, yeah. Feel free to steal my identity. Steal my identity. Steal it! My mom, Catherine, her maiden name's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. Now you're in me. Look at all the stuff we owe. I had 2 surgeries with insurance. 1 on the back and 1 for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start. Come on. Feel free to steal my identity. Steal my identity. Get my number from Social Security. 209-526-13. Child support's due, you can pay that too. Please steal my identity. BB, steal my identity.
All right.
Yeah.
Great, man.
Thanks.
My favorite part is look at all the stuff we owe.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
I like that.
Well, thank you, Pat. We return to the Silac News Desk starring Christy Lee.
A group of runaway military horses bolted through the streets of central London for the second time this year. The Army said 3 horses had run away after one was spooked by a bus and 2 others tossed their riders. This incident occurred as 5 soldiers from the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment conducted a routine exercise with 6 horses.
The Household Cavalry Regiment?
Yep.
Huh.
Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment.
Mounted Regiment.
Cavalry Mountain Cavalry horses.
Yeah. 1 horse had minor injuries but did not require further treatment. Neither soldier was injured.
I'm curious
the scene
about the
was,
household part. Is that just in the kitchen or upstairs? Is there an upstairs cavalry and a downstairs cavalry?
I don't know. What a weird name.
The scene was reminiscent, but less chaotic than an incident when 5 horses bolted in April and 2 were injured. Yeah, they found him down by the Thames.
Did you see the
2 of them.
photograph? You can tell which horse is the one they imported from America. He's the one running on the right side of the street.
Old habits.
I mean, I know this is all for show because presumably they don't have horses in combat these days, do they? I don't know.
I mean, if a bus scares them, what's a bomb going to do?
Right?
Like, I would hope they don't have
Did you see that? There's a very serious movie called All Quiet on the Western Front. There's a lot of horse meat smoking in that one. That's brutal.
Hey, I don't want to upset anybody, but there's a lot of horse meat smoking in that one.
Yeah, it's rough.
Good Lord, man.
You seen that movie?
Yes.
Tremendous. Wow.
You would think that they would get horses that are pretty much trained to be around buses and
Oh,
cars.
sure they are, but I mean, there's obviously they don't. Maybe not. Maybe they do use them in certain military situations.
I don't know. This is an interesting story. A rainforest animal known as a kinkajou was found at and rescued from a rest stop in Washington State.
This name has always caused me some concern.
Yeah, I know. But they're cute little guys.
They
John.
are cute.
It does sound
They're like a flying
it
squirrel.
sounds like the accountant in Pokemon.
Kinkajou? Maybe.
State Department of
Pikachu,
Transportation.
Kinkajou. Okay.
State Department of Transportation said the small animal was spotted climbing a wooden post at a highway rest stop
Wait a
along
minute.
I-82
Now, see, it's in the Amazon, right?
south of Yakima. Yeah.
And that's the State Department of Transportation for the Amazon. What is that?
No. We're in Washington State.
Oh.
The kinkajou's from the Amazon, but somehow he's in Yakima, Washington.
I thought he was sitting on the old gum tree.
No, that's.
I thought he was hanging out with Yo-Yo.
Kookaburra?
Kookaburra.
These things, they look like creatures from Mars.
They look like flying squirrels, too.
Are they
They'll
the
fly.
ones with the big eyes?
Yes.
And the
big
weird
eyes?
and the big ears.
They're
and
so cute. The State Fish and Wildlife Department said officials do not know if the kinkajou was dropped off or escaped. The creature, which looks like a cross between a monkey and a tiny bear, was taken to the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium in Tacoma.
You know, and they're filled with caramel and peanut butter and filet mignon. They're delicious.
I know
They live in tropical rainforests from
And
southern Mexico through Brazil.
read
normally.
somewhere that they do not get them as pets. Apparently,
Well, if you get them as a pet, you better have them in a big room like this.
Have you ever
They
known
like to
anybody who have
fly-
one of those sugar gliders or
Yes.
anything? Yeah.
Oh, I almost was the owner
Of a sugar
Of a glider? sugar
Well,
glider?
you can't buy. The only reason you can't buy just one.
You can't.
You have to buy them in pairs because they are like a.
Is it like a legal thing, or like how you can't eat just one ruffle? Is it just
They're a pack animal.
Yeah, and if you only buy one, they'll die of loneliness.
Yeah.
But this
Hey,
guy
I'm
at
that
the home
way.
show almost had me in a sugar glider for $900
No,
with
God.
all the stuff. But then he goes, no, the second one is only $400, but you have to. And I was like, well, I'm out. I was willing to spend $900, but not $1,300.
Can I make a guess? I've got a real inkling that you've dated at least one girl that has a ferret. Would I be right if I said that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Really?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Man, you nailed that.
You reek of all deal with a ferret.
Ferrets
vibes.
are, and ferrets are sneaky too. They
Yeah,
will
they
steal.
are.
They
And
like
they
shiny stuff.
They
They'll
can
steal.
get anywhere, can't
Yeah,
they?
I
Watches and
I did
jewelry.
not like those ferrets. Ferrets too.
These sugar gliders are creepy.
Sugar gliders are cool.
But if you stand in like the middle of a room and like
Yeah.
motion to them, they'll fly right.
And they'll
over
just
to you.
like stay in your
Uh-huh.
pocket all day.
Yeah.
Like he'll just hang out in your pocket and it pops out and says
What?
hi and then goes back in your pocket. Yeah. They're
You-
awesome.
And they elongate their arms and legs, and they've got like bat wings.
Yeah.
You
Little
need
pointy
you need a sugar glider.
No,
you
no,
need
no,
to be
no,
sugar
no.
glider.
I'm a dog person. That's it.
Boy, I was at a friend's house over the week. Well, she has baby chinchillas. They're like this big. They're
Oh,
so
you got it.
cute.
You got to get one. You gotta
Well,
get back
Andy
up
was
on the
with
horse.
me, and he just goes, no.
Yeah.
Well,
If you want husband number 5, no chinchillas.
here's what you do: withhold sex.
Is that what I do?
Yep.
But they're so cute. So cute. They're only like 6 weeks old. They're only like the size of an apple. They're
If you
just
want
so
this chinchilla, you'll let me have a chinchilla.
cute. There you go. I don't know.
Really?
A newly discovered Amazon fish species was named after a Lord of the Rings villain.
Oh, is it Bilbo?
Based on its odd patterning, an international team of researchers found the new species of pacu fish, a piranha relative, that has human-like teeth. Besides its odd teeth, the fish also has a striking orange and black markings, which researchers say resembles the fiery eye symbol for the villain, Sauron?
Is it the Eye of Sauron?
Sauron, that's
Is that
it.
what it is?
From Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings book and film series.
Are these the fish that look like they have
dentures
in their mouth? Yeah,
yeah. It's really funny.
They're freaky.
They're creepy, awful.
A human face, basically.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, the teeth are the. Yeah, it looks like a pair of buckers. This little
He
critter.
always refers to those as buckers.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who discovered these?
Some researchers in the Amazon.
Some nerds who likes the Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
So they're probably Brits. So they recognize the teeth. They're straighter than most of their fellow. These teeth are straighter than most of their fellow citizens.
Necessarily Brits.
Okay.
South African scientists will be injecting rhino horns with radioactive material in an effort to curb poaching.
Sure.
According to CBS News, the country is home to a large majority of the world's rhinos, and therefore it's a hot spot for poaching, driven by demand from Asia, where the horns are used in traditional medicine. James Larkin at the University of the Witwatersrand is leading an initiative that involves putting tiny radioactive chips into rhino horns to make them easier to detect at border posts.
Do they glow in the dark?
He assured the radioactive material's dose is so low it would not impact the animal's health or environment in any way, Tom.
Other than growing a second horn. That might
However, the radioactive material would render the horn essentially poisonous for human consumption.
Yeah, but how are these people going to know that?
20 live rhinos.
If you're stupid enough to think that ingesting rhino horn is going to give you a better erection, you're dumb enough to... Because I'm sure this is being sold in the streets by... Well, I guess the good news is the morons that do this will die, so more good luck.
20 live rhinos are expected to be part of the pilot Rhizotope project. So
Rhizotope?
Rhizotope.
Oh, I get it.
Mhm.
Oh, R for rhino. I see. That's
RH, Rhizotope.
Oh, wow. That makes me so angry.
Why?
These morons that are killing animals so they can get some...
Oh, not just the rhinos.
Fake Chinese erection. But that's what it is.
What about the
Chinese erection powder?
What about the piano manufacturers who make
that
ivory
was
out of
a
keyboards?
long time ago.
Got rid of that.
I got one of the last ones right here.
That's right.
Oh, yeah?
A keyboard cost of $8,000.
Tom paid
That
for
was just for middle C.
That's right. That's all
One
it works.
key.
Yeah.
Could we start like an underground rumor that ingesting rhino horn causes total impotency and premature death or something?
If there's this much demand for it, it must do something, right?
Yeah.
The placebo effect is very powerful.
That's true.
I don't want to stick my nose into any sort of rhino smuggling. What if they, you don't know how long their reach is. They might, hey, we heard what you're talking about. You might want to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're going to put a rhino horn in your back tire.
Yeah, this goes all the way to the top. Illuminati, P. Diddy.
Is there a Chinese mafia?
Could we do this
I
to?
think there is.
Could we do this to catalytic converters?
I don't know what's the deal on those. But yeah,
Why do people steal those all the time?
people love catalytic converters.
Because they sell them for like $200 a converter because of all the precious metals inside of it.
Really?
Yeah, there's like some sort of nickel or something.
Yeah, is there a way we could do something to those, like make them radioactive?
I guess there's a
Probably
way.
not, huh?
You know what we found? There's a will, there's a way.
You know what? Get a garage. Lock your car up. How about that?
No. I'm just saying if there's something like the rhino thing, if they could, in some way they'd know. I mean, obviously there's a huge market for them, but if you disassemble them, they explode in your face.
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, you would think with like Apple AirTags and stuff by now, they could just embed one into the catalytic converter.
Yeah.
Do all
that
cars
they could
have those?
Yes. All gas cars.
Oh.
Except for Cadillacs.
No?
Not ironic.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's Cadillac converter, right?
In Denmark, they're imposing a carbon tax on gassy cows and other livestock. Farmers will be taxed for the greenhouse gases, such as methane, emitted by their cows, sheep, and pigs. Taxation Minister Jeppe Bruce.
Jeppe?
Jeppe. Jeppe.
Yo, Jeppe! Oh, man. Jeppe, how's that cow fart coming?
Said the measure aims to reduce Danish emissions by 70%.
How do they measure it?
The law is the first of its kind in the world, Tom, since a similar law passed in New Zealand was removed.
So Jeppe's out in the field?
That's right.
Due to heavy criticism.
Standing there holding up this
methane meter?
And he can't add to it.
This is dumb. Why are we taxing the people that make food? Those are the people we need the most.
Exactly.
Let's let them keep their money so they can keep growing us food so we can all eat.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
Keep this out of here. Denmark or Sweden or wherever. One of those countries.
Yeah, you lousy Ruskies.
Yeah. Why do you guys look like us but you talk funny?
Yeah.
Get out of here. I don't like that.
You Dane bastard, you.
Thank you.
Could they give the animals some kind of, Gas X or some flatulence preventative?
Maybe.
Do you think if he had gas, it would throw the meter off? I bet it would. Right?
What does the meter look like?
It's just a big nose.
Like a big dome you put over
It's a big nose with a little needle on it that goes to the right. It's stinky, and to the left, it smells great.
What if it looks like
roses?
an uninflated whoopee cushion, and then the more farts it collects, it just gets bigger and bigger, and then to test it, you just squeeze it and it farts for like 10 minutes.
I love it.
There you go.
Or you could burn it off.
Yeah.
You know, like when you drive by a factory and they've got those flames coming out of the smokestacks.
Oh yeah.
So you just keep a pilot light on the back of your cow?
Yeah.
And then
a little tea light.
That'd be cool.
Just have a book of matches, follow your cows around, right?
I think it'd be great if it was some kind of every night at a certain time it would go off. Wait till it gets dark. Yeah, we're going to be there at 9:30. The fart lighting starts. Yeah.
Why they could float up like those Chinese balloons.
Even better idea.
I've never seen that work. You're saying you light a fart, it lights up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen
that. It does.
Yeah.
I've never seen it either.
I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah. You can. There's tons of it online. You can find it right this second.
Really?
Oh yeah.
My college roommate lit his underpants on fire in 909B Carmen Hall.
But you've told me lots of stuff, and about half of it's true. I don't
you want me to get him on the phone?
I would love to get him on the phone. Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you $5. You get him on the phone.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, well, he lives in Canada right now, so might be a little early. Western Canada, by the way. Right now, to make that, I don't want to get someone. Hey.
Hey.
By the way, I want to tell you about the Weber Grill. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about grilling all day.
That's right, Tom.
And the movement to make sure that the ladies get credit for their fine work grilling as well.
Mm-hmm.
And remember,
let's not get
if ladies didn't grill, there'd never be a vegetable on the grill. Fill the grill, light up the party with Weber. The Weber Searwood Pellet Grill. You can smoke, roast, and sear all on the same grill from Weber. You go from low and slow on smoke boost mode at 180 degrees all the way to high heat sear at 600 degrees.
That'll sear it.
It's got the full great sear zone, and that, of course, leads us to Clint Searwood. Good to see you, Clint. How's it going?
Master Griller. I'm good, Tom.
You
How
can
are
put.
you?
Sorry.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How many Weber grills you got? I've lost count. I thought I had 5 or 6.
Okay.
Confusion.
And all the heat of the 600 degrees from the high heat sear, you lost count. The full great sear zone, you can put more food on that baby, so you can have food for everybody. The grill is hot in 15 minutes. Cleanup is extra easy with all the new Weber grills. Add a heavy-duty rotisserie or rust-resistant griddle insert. See what I'm talking about at Weber.com. Check out, among others, the great Weber Searwood Pellet Grill.
That's right.
Again, check it out. Weber.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, it's our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Indianapolis Zoo.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's that time for our history lesson, is it not? Is that correct?
Yeah, we always learn me something, Tom.
July 2nd. No more June. We're done with June.
That's right. Birthday month.
A couple days deep in July already, Tom. What are you going to do? What do you got over there, bud?
Oh, wow. I remember this. This is interesting. In 1843, See if any of you guys remember this. According to a local newspaper clipping that you can still see, an alligator fell from the sky in Charleston, South Carolina.
An alligator.
Mm-hmm.
What year?
1843. Now, admittedly, that sounds like a croc. No, that's true. Yeah, you've heard the stories about fish falling from the sky and other.
Well, but
they scoop the water to
some sort of
fires,
plane
right?
or scooping water.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, but there's a famous story about an alligator in Charleston, South Carolina.
Just fell from the sky.
Maybe we have someone listening there right now that can
kind of a downdraft.
Confirm this.
Kind of a hurricane or a downdraft, and then they picked up an alligator. And
Probably
maybe.
Big one. How about this one? Speaking of flying, 1937. This is a question for, you'll get this easy, Chick. Okay, I'll try you, Mr. Oskey.
Well, no, give it to Chick. I won't get it easy. Try it.
1937, Amelia Earhart and her navigator...
Ponce de Leon.
No.
Nice. No.
Fred Noonan.
Fred Noonan.
Fred Noonan.
Missed it.
Disappeared while flying over the Pacific Ocean.
You know, she was a part of the faculty at Purdue.
Yes, she was.
Amelia Earhart.
Well,
do you know that?
Well, speaking of great
took
women,
off from every now and then.
Great women. In 1979, the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin was first issued.
That's right.
It's considered a flop. It was.
And what was your nickname for it that no one else used that you
I
insisted
didn't.
everyone
else
used it?
It was called the Butch Buck.
I don't think that was ever.
Oh, it's pervasive.
Pervasive.
The use of that term. It's just not a good coin. It never was. I mean, it's
I think they're
certainly
cool
worthy.
coin. I think they're how many?
It was confused with quarters.
It was a decahedron or something.
And ironically, was only worth 72 cents.
That's actually kind of a progressive joke when you think about it.
Yeah.
Pointing it out. So good work there.
Yeah, okay.
Your heart's in the right place.
One of my favorite movies of all time, 1980. The movie Airplane premiered.
Great film.
In 1980.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I knew nothing about that movie. I went and it was, for some reason, on a double bill with the original movie, The In-Laws.
Oh,
two of the greatest, funniest movies ever.
When it cuts back and you remember that the cab driver's meter is running the whole time, oh my gosh, that's funny.
That's a great show.
Remember, wasn't there some senator of the day that was waiting in the cab too, like Sam Ervin or something? It wasn't Sam Ervin,
right? Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Dave Thomas, 1930. This is the Wendy's founder.
Guy. Oh.
He might have been a square, but he was a great man.
Man, makes
Square
a good
burger patties.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a good burger.
Yep.
And he was a big promoter of adoption and a really good guy. Really good. Happy birthday, Larry David, comedian, actor. Happy birthday, Jose Canseco. Remember?
Really?
Yeah. 1964.
Didn't he shoot his thumb off at the kitchen table, cleaning his gun or something?
There was some issue.
Yeah, didn't he date Madonna or something at one point?
Yeah.
I remember one point he had a brother that looked just like him, and at one point he sent his brother to a celebrity gig.
Sure, Jose and Jose B, right?
Yeah.
And he also was a Bigfoot guy. Remember, wasn't he the one that was doing group expeditions to find Bigfoot?
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned this guy the other day, 1984, the birthday of Johnny Weir.
Was he Superman?
He's gigantic hat guy.
Bobby Weir's brother?
Johnny
big
Weir?
ornate hat
skater.
guy.
Skater. Oh, yeah, Josh loves him.
Yeah.
He wears flamboyant hats.
Right, very big hats.
Crazy.
hats.
Yeah.
Is
Cam
he
Newton's like, dial it back.
Yeah, take it easy, buddy.
Is he doing the summer games?
I hope so.
There are
I can't imagine
there's no skating.
I know, but I mean, he's so great that he could do something else.
I have not heard. I don't know.
Breaking, maybe. He should do breaking.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did you see the special on that?
You kidding me? Why? Why did you watch it? Were you tied to a chair? That's what you tell me.
It was just a piece about it's no longer called break dancing.
Yeah.
They also said that it may only be this Olympics. It may not.
One and done, baby.
Really?
It's too good for the world.
May not catch on.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you were telling me that apparently it's big in other countries because it's so.
Oh, it's huge. Like Japan, like it's huge in Europe.
I'd imagine
really
Eastern Europe, they love tracksuits over there. So
Oh, yeah.
I love a nice tracksuit, though.
Yeah.
I do.
You're wearing
Do
one
you have
today.
Do you have the pants that match that jacket?
I do, yeah.
Huh.
I've got it all, man.
Can you do a backspin?
I can't do a backspin.
Do you have a big gold chain?
I do, yeah.
Can you wear a dookie rope while breaking?
I have many dookie ropes. I have a closet full of dookie ropes.
Chick, can you do this, the pose?
Yeah. Yeah! Oh, yeah. I do it all the time.
I see.
You can't tell me apart from Run. Is that Chick or Run?
Yeah.
It's Chick. No, it's Run. You had me. See?
The Reverend Chick. Okay, thank you very much.
Reverend Run.
All right. Well, we certainly appreciate it, and thanks for joining us.
Appreciate what?
You being here.
Oh.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.